The theater world is one made of masks, physical, emotional, metaphorical, and Dungeons and Dragons has always shared this theme to an even greater extent, where players become and take on the mask of a character who themselves may also wear a mask. 6 players find themselves dragged into the world of Acera, a place where might meets magic and lore can become reality. Join Andrew Wilmore, Will Acton, Anthony Anderson, Jack Reuther, Nathan Dennison, David Nika, and the Dungeon Master Wes Bridges as they traverse this world. Welcome to Adventures Till the Curtain Calls. All right, welcome back to another session of Adventures Till the Curtain Calls. Out David again, but that's all right. That's all right. He's
here in spirit.
He is here, and Banner is here. So kind of picking up from where we left off last time. So after the fallout of the assault of the Everthrone and the High King himself, him literally being dismembered, well, not dismembered, but he lost his hand. He got Luke Skywalkered.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he got Skywalkered. That's
Spoiler
what we're proper Skywalkered. Yeah, Ray didn't get behanded. Dehanded?
Detached.
No, there's a difference between detouched and degloved.
But anyway, you guys actually were able to interrogate the body of Imro Tusk, the now former head of the Church of Chaos and everything, or the Sect of Chaos, however you wish to call it. Able to get some information, a lot of information actually, out of him as Odarin kind of made him a zombie thrall inherently.
Yeah, that was new.
Yeah, one way to do it.
But you guys got some leads that led out to Redgarden, which is the I think I'd kind of described it like the raft in Marvel, or what else did I describe it as?
Ultra maximum security.
Yeah, I mean,
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
The more well known.
Yeah.
That's the raft.
But it is. You guys were able to find out that it is Ultramex, yes. As in, there is a kind of perpetual anti-magic field around it. So everything there is low tech. The guards, from what you found out before you had left Ilhasera, the world seat, that everything is really done by hand. No magic is being slewn around. But every nation has some sort of stake in the security of Redgarden. Kind of almost, I don't want to say Night's Watch-ish from Game of Thrones, because those are bad people that are sent there. But some of these are like elite soldiers that volunteer. Some of them are veterans who have maybe, I don't want to say outlived their usefulness.
So kind of like paramilitary, like people that had military careers that were either ended in some way or another that still wanted to continue that service.
Well, yeah, and some of them are actually still in rotation in their nation. They may be like, all right, like I'm doing a tour at Redgarden, and then that's going to be it. You guys also found out that it is more or less a kind of shift thing. It's kind of like a 24 to 48 hours max on the prison island, and then you're off for 2 days, kind of firefight-ish, paramedic scheduling. So you guys actually were able to teleport over to where the ferry that takes the guards out to Redgarden resides. And you got met in a tavern by Lenny and Carl, who are two kind of guards that were on their days in. They're actually due to head out tomorrow when the next ferry comes in. Or is going out, I should say. You guys got some good information about like where a lot of the other guards or just other people in town go, which was Eve's Leaf. And yeah, more or less, you just kind of prodded and got more information, found out that there might be some guards you need to keep an eye out for, just in terms of being bad apples, more or less, or just having bad attitudes. And you just don't mess with them, don't get in their way, just let them do. You didn't get too much on confirmation wise of smuggling of things in or out, or persons in or out. I mean, it said it was possible, but Lenny and Carl didn't know inherently of anyone doing it.
I thought we got confirmation.
That it is done, but they didn't know who did it.
I thought we got confirmation that it was the Blue Dragonborn.
It said to stay out of the way of the Blue Dragonborn.
Yeah, that was it.
And that one was, I apologize, I had it here. The Gipek and the gnome Olmer. Olmer.
No.
Yeah, it was the Blue Dragonborn and the gnome, that they were kind of like those were the ones to watch out for. And that smuggling has been done in the past, but Lenny and Carl, that wasn't their thing. Carl used to steal goats. We talked about. I was like, "Here's lore," and Tony
lore,
quote,
yeah,
"Not
dive.
the lore we wanted." But yeah, so we're gonna kind of pick up there. You guys are hanging at this this tavern inn that more or less I'm gonna say it would have to be more the Praetor arranging these than the High King arranging lodging for you guys, because you are more or less working at the behest of the Praetor at this point. So we're going to pick up there. You guys were actually heading to Eve's Leaf, if I'm not mistaken, with Lenny and Carl. They were going to show you where it was. So
Were we all going? I can't remember if we were all going.
Ren and
I
Seven.
think it was split.
Yeah, it was
Ren
Ren
and Seven,
Seven,
yeah. And everyone else was going to hang out at the tavern,
Yep.
correct?
We were up in our room. Well, at least we were up in our rooms that I wasn't sure about.
I think I went to the room too.
We'll say that Banner is staying.
I don't think Banner would want to go, right?
No.
Banner's exhausted.
No, Banner, in an effort to not go, he's gonna work on his prayers and his form. He's got some stuff he's got to work on in terms of his deity. So Seven and Ren, as I kind of described, these are cliffside establishments built into the bedrock of the cliff. A lot of switchbacks going up and down. There are some sort of rudimentary, well, I shouldn't say rudimentary, but they're like elevators going up and down for those that are infirmed or sick or something like that. It definitely, in a typical system, the nicer places are up top. Descending downward, you get shadier and shadier as you go. You guys descend a little bit. Lenny and Carl just go on foot. Kind of, you see there's jovialness going around in general out here, besides the crashing waves, down at the bottom. There is an air of just guards relaxing, trying to find that respite, that relief. There are some tourists too, just because this is a lively spot for people to come if they want to look over. And in the distance, you can see a smallest little tip of a triangle that is Redgarden, just from the distance that you are off. But as you guys get to the Eve's Leaf, which there was a nail in my shoe. Ha! All right, fun fact, things learned.
Ooh.
All right, I was building some stuff yesterday for Rocky Horror at the Hoagland Center of the Arts, brought on by STC.
I did that once.
Slug. Man, that was scary. So as you enter, it's just as lively in here, if not more so, than outside. The drinks are plenty. The merriment is pleasy.
Easy.
It's pleasant and plenty. You see both men, women of all races and species kind of laughing, singing, enjoying their days. Behind the bar, you see 3 elves, 2 female, 1 male, a half-orc male, a human female, all furiously working the bars. You do have to kind of think of it like the bar is set in the middle, and everyone is kind of circled. I think the cantina from Star Wars Episode 4. Everyone's kind of crowded around there. You don't have to worry because there's no pig-snouted people there that tell you that they are wanted in 7 systems or 12 systems.
Star Wars references today, man.
I might have done a marathon yesterday for a bit. Just get off my back. But for all intents and purposes, it's like any other visited tavern and lodging. Music playing, nothing seemingly out of the normal for where you guys have been before. What do you guys want to do? Seven and Ren?
So, Lenny and Carl, Eve's, this is it? Eve's leave?
Yeah, this is it. We just go around and we share stories. We have drinks. It's a good time all around. You might be able to find a compatriot. Yeah, Lenny, it's one of the best places I've ever been. It's just Carl. We got this. We just walked in. You're splitting my ears. Sorry, Carl. No. Okay. So yeah, you can find probably somebody you want in here if you're interested, men, women, whatever. You can arrange something if you wish. It's kind of I don't want to say a free love because you got to pay with certain people, but it's a place to find companionship.
Oh, so it's a brothel.
No, no. Oh, you said too much, Lenny. You said too much, Carl. I had a long day. Get off my back. But yeah, essentially.
Well, my friend Seven is, not done much. And since we're about to, offer ourselves to Redgarden, what are you thinking of, Seven? See anything that tickles your fancy?
Is this Seven or Will?
Will's watching. Yeah. Will is stuck in the background.
Yeah.
He's
They
trying
just
to
like go ahead, man.
just trying to affirm from the inside.
This episode is called "How Seven Got His Groove Back."
Again.
Yeah.
And remember, even
You
though
might have had it before you left in the olden days.
Yeah.
even though we're working tomorrow, we're still technically working tonight.
God,
Gathering information, Tony.
I hate this.
Well,
Understood. I'll scope out everybody.
and just put it like this, like the way that this atmosphere is set is Lenny and Carl have pretty much turned into Knights of the Roxbury. That's where they're kind of going right now. The heads are already bobbing in unison. So they're feeling it. But yeah, you look around the room. You looking for anything particular? You just want to get a drink at this time? And I want to point out that in no way, shape, or form do you see anything aside from just people having drinks and having fun at this time. There's jokes and everything, but there is not any overt intimate displays happening. It doesn't look like there's any shady deals going on at this point whatsoever.
Very off the books behind.
Yeah, no, this is
It's
just
not
a,
Game of Thrones.
a tavern. Yeah, so
Oh God, bless it. Swallowed a fry. That's why I was like, oh God.
Philip J. Fry, future.
Probably
owner.
head up to the bar and
Okay.
just wait for one of the bartenders to come over.
The male half orc walks up and he's like, "Oh, so what can I interest you?"
I will have some alcohol, please.
No kidding.
Mhm.
Do you care what?
What's usually sold here?
I mean, we got just your standard mead and ales. We got some more exotic stuff if you wish for that. I mean, it's more of what tickles your fancy and how much coin you got in your purse.
Yeah, how much coin do you have in your purse?
That's a great question.
You want something from-
Nothing, because I'm pretty sure Felix has.
You didn't give me any
pretty
money.
certain
I
that-
gave
Seven,
it,
I
I gave it
can
to Darren after the whole coat, the
Okay.
fashion monologue.
I'm pretty certain that I just gave it to you.
Oh,
Well, if you don't have anything, Seven, don't worry. I can spot you.
I think Seven
Okay.
does have all his money.
Maybe I suggest something from Caneth.
Oh.
Since that's been something of intrigue to you lately.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we got some fire ale. That ain't a problem at all. Yeah, that's it's gonna be 5 copper.
Okay.
Yep, not a problem. And it's one of those definitely drinks where like the guy kind of does a little bit of minor magic and like lights the rim and blows it out and everything. So he hands it to you and smoking a little bit. But there's some Candace fire ale for you. I don't know if you're able to enjoy it.
Sorry, I do need change. I only have gold on me.
Crap. All right, I need to break a coin. All right, and like he hands it off to one of the female elves, and she goes like back in a room. She comes back later, and it looks like she has 2 sacks, and she rummages through, and she gives you a mix of silver and.
You bought a Dr. Pepper with $100 bill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sure did.
Yeah.
And then I leave another 5 copper as a tip for the bartender.
Oh, Thank you. Appreciate it. What do you need, ma'am? Anything?
I'm just trying to be a good wing gal for my friend here. We're about to go off to a shift tomorrow, and it's still a young night.
Okay. You guys new here? You new? I mean, I know if I've seen you before.
I would say fresh off the boat, but fresh off the cart, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And you get, are you heading out in the next couple days or so, or?
I believe tomorrow.
Yeah,
you're
tomorrow.
You're heading out like, oh, Lenny, Carl, are you guys heading out? And they're just head bobbing in the background, just, yeah, we're heading. And all right. Well, that's Lenny and Carl, those good guys. Watch Carl. He's there, but not all the time. Is he all like there? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is he one to watch out for?
No, I feel like he's more like one that would accidentally like step off the edge and just tumble. That kind of.
Okay.
He's a good guy, but yeah, a few bolts short of a quiver in the head, if you know what I'm saying.
No, but okay.
Okay.
We're working on metaphors.
No, it's fine. I literally pulled that out. So I was like, I don't know if this is right. But yeah, so but plenty of people, plenty of drink. If you need anything, let me know. Or let any one of us know. We can help you guys out. It's not a problem at all. But you looking for anything specific, you said 7? Is it 7? That's right, 7.
7. Yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, ma'am.
Ren.
Pretty name for a pretty lady. And like you see like the kind of grayish hue to him, kind of, little things are cute. But yeah, what you looking for?
I'm not for sure. I haven't interacted with a whole lot of people in this regard. So
Casting a broad net, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
You catch a lot of fish that way, I think. I don't know. I don't fish. I'm a bartender.
I have not fished either. Yeah.
Okay, so that metaphor is lost on both of us then.
Yeah.
I fished
All
at
right.
least once.
Did that work out?
I went
Did
to
the metaphor work out?
I
I'm
went to
sorry.
the river. I don't really know, actually. I went to the river once, and I didn't really cast the line. I was just there waiting.
Half the battle was visualizing, so I understand.
I'm more of a hunter. I guess fishing's hunting in a sense. Like Seven's hunting right now
All right, well,
for some good dialogue.
again, there's kind of anything you might be interested in. Just all we ask is if you're told no, it's a no. You push it, you meet the door. That's it. All right, fair enough. We can abide by those rules. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Just don't cause any problems. There won't be any problems for you. Because I mean, I will if I have to, but I don't want to, and everything. But if you want, we do got some tables around in the back and everything. Music playing all night. I mean, we're a 24/7 establishment, so yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Love it.
Very loose liquor licensing here.
Well, we take off for the King's Fest. That's the only day that we take off yearly, and that's because we're all there's bigger festivals to get drunk at than here. So
Sure. Yeah.
Well, how about you take a sip of your liquid courage and we'll
Yeah.
scope the joints
The
out.
fire went out on it.
yeah, it's supposed to. I could put the fire back on if you want.
Oh, I thought it was part of.
No, it's just for the smoke, the
show.
ambiance.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
called the fire, and I thought.
Dragon Fire Ale. Yeah.
Take it, chef.
It burns a bit like that first sip. Do you do the whole thing, or you do?
I probably like.
Oh man, okay.
Hold
So
on.
you know that like the first time you take a drink of whiskey or brandy, you get that nice burn like on
Yeah.
top of your
Do I get like a
esophageal
little
tract?
chest hair growing now. Look.
Artificial.
Little
Like a
vines
little-
popping
yeah.
out.
vines.
Viney growth. Just poof.
Well,
Moss.
first off, so
Yeah.
like you feel just a heat emanating throughout because you chugged this entire thing. Yes, we know that you're not a physical being, but we have stated that you are able to taste and everything. So I'm going to say that you get the retroactive stuff too of feeling just this burning in your chest, and you get that just the deep inhale. Just yeah.
The fire is still there for
Yeah.
sure. Yes.
Oh, it's a good drink.
Mhm.
It's a good drink. And you say you didn't want one run?
I'll see if somebody gets me something.
You play hard to get. I like it. Here you go. And he just gets you a drink like right there.
Dang. You go, Ren.
It's from me.
Thank you.
He does say, "Don't make him do another metaphor." He's trying.
As I step out of the darkness of being single. No, I'm just kidding. But he hands you something, not knowing what your drink type is. It's something that do you take a sip?
Not at the moment. I'm just like, watching Seven drink their ale.
Fair enough. And fair enough. Well, you can see Seven almost exhale kind of a little column of smoke, either from the drink or maybe his innards melting. One of two, and or both.
Some fried circuitry.
But yeah, your drink is not like his. It's in a little bit different mug. Not any fancier. You see other mugs like it across the bar or around the bar, I should say. But just looks more like a darker colored amber ale of sorts. But yeah, you're roll me a Constitution save actually, because you chugged the whole thing and you have not eaten.
I had not. No.
Whoa!
7.
Oh. So yeah, it hit you quick. It hit you hard. I'm not gonna say you're drunk or anything, but it's just instant. One of those like, you need to like focus and like not having to remember where you are, but like. Maybe checking motor skills real quick just to make sure everything's good.
System diagnostics.
Yeah. You're in safe mode.
I loved
I'm
it.
probably like walking over to like I envision almost like the corner booths or whatever, and like just kind of walking over there, but also like a little bit.
Oh yeah, Lenny and Carl have now matched you, and you are all bobbing.
Yeah.
Vibing.
God.
It is Night at the Roxbury, my guy.
But like just kind of just popping up in the corner, like arms out, freakishly long arms outstretched, like along the side, just waiting to kind of see who comes up.
Oh, some of the guys that have been drinking are now coming up, and they're using you as like a wingspan gauge, like who's as long as the freakish metal man. And there's some people that be like, just kind of reach, and they're like, they give up doing it. A couple that come up, a kind of a taller. It's kind of hard to. He's got some sort of elven descent, whether full or not. It's hard to tell, but like about 6'5" or so, and like gets close. So I just hit someone's mic. Get kind of close with it, but kind of gives up. And you guys are just kind of jovial, having some jokes and everything, and everything. Some of the women are like squishing the bicep to see if it'll deflate like or depress like regular flesh and everything. And like, ooh, like, yeah. But Ren, you're seeing him being measured up literally.
He's tipsy
and everything. So, because he is kind of tipsy, give me a perception check, Ren.
Let's see.
Zoot suit riot.
Ooh, I rolled a 7, 12 total.
Okay. So you do see a woman come from the back room that the one of the female elves had gone to make change. You see this woman come out from that room, caramel skin, raven black hair, wearing this like deep red dress with like an ivory bodice corset thing going on, golden hoop earrings, kind of pearl studs in the second and third spots on her left ear. I apologize, with like some bright amber eyes. Are you nearish to Seven, or are you kind of staying at the bar while he's meandering away?
No, I'm
okay.
Near Seven, not like at the table, but just like standing off to the side a little bit.
Sure. Well, because you're near that booth, we'll say that Seven, you take a seat. Maybe Lenny and Carl join you. But she does come up to the table and just speaks out. Hello, lovelies. Fancy letting a lady sit and gab with you for a minute? Haven't met you before.
Okay, have a seat.
Okay, she sits down. You must be new then. I am Alwyn, but everyone here calls me Allie. What are your names?
I'm 7.
Hi, 7.
Ren,
lovely to meet you. Love your outfit. Fantastic. It goes well. Color scheme with your skin pigment. Lovely. Love it all. So this is my establishment. Welcome. Eve's Apple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
My mom's name was Eve. or Eve's apple, Eve's leaf. I just saw Jack cock his head, but yeah, Eve's leaf. And opened it 20 years ago, named after my mom. Her name was Evelyn. So, and she was like a medicinal herbs person. So that's where Eve's leaf came from. You know, my own little medicinal herb is the liquor. So, but yeah,
Helps, you know, with a lot of ailments, I guess.
Yep, courage. Gotta love that liquid courage. And I can kind of smell on you, Seven. You had some of the fire ale.
I did.
Yes. How'd you like it?
It burns. I love it.
That's one of the best things. But it burns, but it almost burns itself off while inside you, kind of like alcohol. If you do light it, just kind of burns out after a bit. It's lovely. And what do you have, Ren?
I don't know. I just got it from somebody. So.
Oh, already.
Well, it was one of the
Who was it?
barkeepers. I just.
Oh, which one?
It's been a second. I don't remember. I don't remember who.
Mm-hmm. They're not supposed to be giving out drinks. Fair enough. Okay, so you're new here. Are you two working at Redgarden, or are you just passing through? Because it's kind of one or the other here in town. Since I don't know, you don't live here.
We are going to the Redgarden, I believe, tomorrow.
Okay.
It's our first shift.
Yeah.
Man, that's always a rough one, but you picked a good place. Lenny, Carl, good to see you. And Carl's like, oh, hello, ma'am. It's very good to see you. And Lenny's like, hey, Allie. And just gets very like,
Lord.
He turns red, like embarrassed. Like it's kind of, well, it's more kind of a fangirl situation, turning red like she's talking to me.
I think you maybe need another drink, don't you?
Me? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't like to drink while I'm working and everything, because as the proprietor, I want to make sure that everything is done right, that everyone behind the bar is doing. I don't want to be shorted any money. It's we make a lot of good money here. Don't get me wrong, because we got the guards coming in and out, and we got plenty of people just coming sightsee and everything. But I want to make sure that everything is nice and everything. And looking around, it is very nice. I don't want to say silks for curtains and everything, but kind of, you know, that kind of vibe going on. Very nice boots. The bar stools are nice. The liquor is, I mean, they got everything from top shelf to bottom. So, yeah.
So how can this be a 24-hour establishment? I mean, that seems like a high cost of labor.
It does, but we do get that trade though of the guards that do kind of cycle in, like you are leaving tomorrow. There's going to be the guards coming off shift on the boat that you're leaving to go towards.
I just didn't think our paychecks were that big.
I mean, well, I try to pay more than what's fair here. I mean, they're doing a lot of work. I mean, look at them. They're
no, like the guards. I didn't realize like our paychecks were going to be that big to, spend.
Well, you guys, and just from what I've heard, are walking into, a pretty stressful and dangerous situation. I mean, if something doesn't happen between a guard trying to do something to you, I mean, it is a dangerous place to be with very few safeguards, because should somebody be trying to get out, they don't want it to be safe for them. So it's just as dangerous for you as it is for the inmates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna fight what they pay you, because it comes to me. So, but yeah.
It seems like with all the different guards coming from all over the place, that when they come here, it's almost as if like it's always a shift end. It's always the time to come in here and drink. Yeah.
It's a running joke around here. It's like, closing time. What's that? I mean, that's just what kind of happens around here. Like, yeah, we do have our bartenders here, and then they work every other day just to kind of give them a reprieve. But we got a shift that's going to come in tomorrow, and they're gonna.
And when do you get a reprieve, Ali? I mean.
Well, and I don't work the entire day. I try and be here at least daily, but I do like more of like a half day or something like that, just so I can go home and rest or get my own.
But even when you're off the clock, you're still a proprietress 24/7.
Yeah, if something happens, I hear about something, or I'm told something happened. I mean, I don't live that far away. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very proud of my establishment and what we do, and what, the comfort that we're able to give. You guys give you that reprieve. But I don't want to be near it 24/7. I just want to be able to go home, get on my little moo and just hang out with my cat.
Mm-hmm. So
Your what?
My cat.
Your moo.
Yeah, a moo.
Is that your cat's name?
I thought it was a cow.
No, that's quack quack.
Oh no.
I'm kidding. That is not the cat
no.
name. I'm kidding. I was just being facetious. No, a moo. It's kind of like a nightgown, like a big frumpy nightgown. You've never worn like a really baggy thing just when you go to bed sometimes?
No, I usually, if I'm not, well, frankly, I'm usually wearing leathers. This isn't my usual garb, so I usually just sleep in my.
Okay.
What do you wear, Seven, when you go to bed?
Clothes are new to me.
I can tell, honey.
Yeah.
You're running around naked with a cloak on.
Yeah.
I made that cloak.
I have my fancy.
Yeah, he has his
he has
fancy.
fancy nuts.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not
not gonna
fully
take
dressed.
that off.
I have like
now.
a little
I
beret and
apologize.
everything.
It's like, oh, well, you look very good.
Thank you. Yeah, clothes are new to me. I'm learning about it. I like them.
Well, they look good.
So this is where all the guards go for fun.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go for fun?
Oh.
Deep.
Well, I mean, sometimes I just like to get away from town. Just kind of to go out. We do got some nice little meadows nearby. We got some fields and everything. It's just nice to get away. Apart from, I love the bay. I love the ocean. I love everything about it. But sometimes there's just something about looking out and you're seeing just a field of flowers, or you're just seeing whatever the farmers are growing up top. And yeah, sometimes I gamble and everything. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I want to have a good time. I get some of my girlfriends, and we go and we drink and we have a time. It is. We can go up the upper levels or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds peaceful. I like it.
It can be. It can be stressful too, especially if you drink a little bit too much and you bet a little bit too much, and then you're like, oh, I gotta make that up next month, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do a lot of the guards get in gambling crises?
I mean, some of them do. Some that can't control their impulses and everything. But I mean, I don't pry into many people's lives. But
With having a 24-hour bar and great business maneuver, I just can't imagine that mixes well for some people's personal lives around here.
Well, it is not for me to decide what they do with their lives and their choices. All I do is I provide something, and they can choose to partake or not. That's the way I see it. I know it's very kind of black and white, but I didn't open this place in order to facilitate people's moral quandaries. I may loosen them, but I don't sway those moral quandaries.
Well, is there anything else we can get besides a drink around here? Like, I don't see any darts. Are there any darts?
Oh yeah, we got darts in the back.
Oh.
And like it's behind the little minstrel right now, just because they kind of posted up in the corner. I told them not to, but they kind of got everything out, and at this point it'd be more of a hassle for them to tear down and move it than that. So no darts tonight, but we got plenty of other stuff. We do have some. What's it called? The thing with the salt, and you're rolling the
Shuffleboard?
Yeah, it is shuffleboard. Okay, I was like, that can't be right because that's the thing. Anyway, but yeah,
I was saying.
yeah. But then we do got some card games and everything, and we do got some rooms if you want to sleep or something like that. If you're not able to find anywhere else, we do have that. Give me an insight check.
Let's see.
Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, 18.
There's definitely more that she's not necessarily letting on to in terms of activities, but that's really what you can glean. But she's very much a salesman, as in like she's keeping herself as controlled as she can, not giving out too much. But we'll say there was a tick or something that you were able to pick up that, kind of let her internal things out.
I just kind of like gingerly like pull up my coin pouch. I kind of like sidle up to 7, and I'm just like digging through like I have like 1,000 gold coins
Sure.
in my pouch. I'm just like jangling like, how much do we need to spend on drinks, 7? Like I want to party, but I'm not sure like how wasted I want to get.
I don't think I've ever been wasted, so I'm fine with going there.
Oh, honey. You've never been drunk before? And you're expecting to go to Redgarden? No, you need to have a good time before you walk into that madness. Okay. So here's what you're going to do.
Okay.
You're going to, you got plenty of coin right there, apparently. That's what I heard. Didn't want to pry. But you are kind of waving it. So all you got to do is take some of that coin and go over to that bar and just say, give me drinks. And then you'll get all the drinks you need to get drunk.
Wow. See, I tried that, and they wanted me to pick one.
Yeah, because they didn't know if you have a preference.
I didn't.
Well, then you just say, give me anything.
Okay. Try that again.
Pretty cut and dry. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't mind my ramblings, but like someone, my break is over. I need duty calls. Please enjoy yourself. And you know what? Tell one of the bartenders that for you to drink on the house from me. They aren't allowed to give out drinks, but it's kind of my liquor. I can do what I want with it. So just tell them Allie said you can have one. And she kind of saunters off. Both of you give me a perception check. Lenny's looking at her, but not so much for a noble reason.
Terrible.
But
8.
15.
Okay. So you kind of, and it is busy in here. It is a lively bar. There are plenty of people. You kind of track her. You do see that she does speak with somebody. And it kind of, one of those like, Allie's giving kind of an expectant sort of comment or look, and the person nods. They go back to a back room together. This office space. Well, I'm saying it's an office space because that's what you can suss at the moment, because that's where they went to break coin and come back and everything. But
Back office.
yep. And shortly after, you do see just arbitrarily one of the other bartenders go back there and everything, and they come back out a few moments after that. So what do you want to do?
I take out 5 gold coins to give to 7. Now, what we need to do is garner some goodwill. Make sure you get something for yourself, but also get around for the others who are at the bar itself, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll stay here and keep post.
Okay. Yes.
Remember, we're working.
Yeah.
You can have fun.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm gonna say this time you walk up and the half orc male is kind of busy, but the human female will be like, "What can I do for you?"
Allie told me to tell you that I want drinks,
Oh my god.
Okay.
and that you would get me some.
Okay.
I don't have a preference, but that at least one round is on the house.
Okay. How many are there of you?
I probably start to look around the bar, and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and like just counting everybody in the bar.
Like you see her like face go like, "Oh God."
Yeah.
So wait. So everyone here is getting a drink on Allie.
I believe so.
Allie! And she just turns and she goes back to the office or the room, I should say. I'm not trying to paint something that is or isn't.
Yeah.
But she goes back, and it's probably like 5-10 minutes
Okay.
before the
He's just
human
sitting there,
female comes back out. Be like, no, okay. So she meant it was for you and your friend Red.
Oh.
That's what she meant.
Okay.
Now, if you want to buy for everyone, that's perfectly fine. You just gotta have the coin.
How much would that be?
What do you want to get?
Drinks.
You're a man who knows exactly what he wants and not at all what he wants, and I
No.
can appreciate that.
Mhm.
You're a man, right?
Mhm,
What are you?
mhm. Yeah, I sort of, I guess more.
Okay, we're
yeah.
already going into things that honestly I don't care about.
Okay.
So, I will get a drink for you and your friend Ren. Have you even drank your previous drink yet?
Yeah, I'm still at the table, just kind of like gingerly pawing at it, while just like looking at like the different people around.
Okay, but you have not actually drank it yet.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Mhm.
But it's poison. No I'm kidding. So she's like, all right, well then here, this kind of middle shelf, nothing too expensive, nothing too cheap.
Okay.
But yeah, there's that for you. Anything else?
Yeah. I will this get me wasted?
Oh, you need more than that, honey.
Okay.
You need more. I don't know what your constitution is. Not like not your legitimate number.
18.
I don't.
I love how a bartender would be like, "It's all based on your constitution."
I just pull out like a little piece of paper. 18. Yeah.
I don't know if you're a heavyweight, a lightweight, or nothing, but
I've never been wasted before, so I would say
and then
heavyweight.
she like cracks her neck, cracks her knuckles. As good a time to find out as any.
Sure. Yeah.
So I can keep the drinks flowing. You keep the coin flowing,
Okay.
and we'll see how long this takes.
Sure. And you know, even as a do you have a tip jar somewhere?
Oh yeah, we do. And it's just like it's just a slightly bigger mug, and it just says tips etched into it.
Yeah.
But there's also looks like some of the other patrons were able to get in hands reach, and you see like other graphic things etched into it as well. They filed the tip jar.
Nice.
It's like
Tip jar.
things like I can give you it and everything like that. And there's
just the
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I probably just just for good faith for helping me out here, and I grab a copper. It's probably gonna be gross with whatever else is in here. I like just bite it, turn it to golden, and just drop it back in.
You took a copper from the tip coin?
Yeah.
From the bar shared tip coin?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I have resistant to disease.
So I want to point out, in no way, shape, or form did you actually put anything in.
Well,
you
modified it.
I modified it. Yeah.
That's like me taking a $1 bill and taking out a tip jar and writing 2 zeros onto it.
I mean,
but one is also like
I know.
magically changed to gold.
yeah.
And the other's a marker.
Yeah. Yeah. So I turned to golden and just,
That's a trick.
it that is real gold.
How many times can you do that?
I haven't really put it to the test.
She rummages into her own pockets. Be like, do you mind just going ahead and just?
We can set a deal. You provide me maybe a, brown for the whole bar, and I will convert.
Okay, not a problem at all. Done.
Especially if you're popping out gold coins.
Done
for
deal.
It.
Mhm.
So like she gets drinks and she's taking care of her side first.
Yeah.
She tells everyone else, hey, we're getting drinks, yada 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 yada. Oh no, they've already paid. And she drops a sack in front of you, and you open it, and there are a lot of silver
No.
and copper in here.
Start from the
Start chomping, buddy.
All right. Sounds good.
Now remember that there is a downside.
Yeah, I can't remember the specific number.
It's like a 1d6 for every ones that you attempt. Sorry, I have your sheet here.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
also
got it.
did. He didn't say exactly how many he could do. So like,
Oh, we're gonna find out.
DC 12 Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 poisoning damage.
So
each time.
we'll say we're gonna do it. We'll do
every 10 coins.
every 10 coins. There we go.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Yeah.
So there's probably at least 40 in here of assortment of coins.
Okay.
So
I'm okay rolling that.
are you gonna take the damage, or are you gonna roll the Constitution?
I'm gonna probably roll
Okay.
Constitution each time.
Okay.
So I gotta get back over to my.
Because more or less, the reason for it being is like alkaline metals
Yeah.
and alkali metals. Is that we're mixing copper, silver with gold and whatever chemical or alchemical components are inside of you that you don't even know.
a lot of
Yes.
reactions.
So that's
going on.
why. Yeah.
Yes. One fail.
All right.
So I got.
So I'll roll that damage.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Just a Minecraft
You get
noise.
one. Yep.
Okay.
It's like it's like he crunched on a chip in
You
the
know
wrong
what-
way and it hit his
Yeah.
gum.
Yeah, either that or like when you eat something hot and then you drink something really cold and you just feel like a sting. Yeah, like
yeah.
that could be one of
Okay.
Mm.
Second one.
Hey,
I
hey,
hate
hey!
these
How
guys.
about we not go to a place that
Another
forces
3?
Constitution growth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
another 3. So that we're gonna have 4. We're gonna say acid
now he's
damage
just cursing that damage.
total so far, and you got 2 more rolls.
Okay.
Eh,
That's better.
That's way better.
That's a success.
Okay,
And then.
I like he just tells me this is a success.
It was
That's good.
And then that's a fail. So-
All right, so total you're taking 8 acid damage
Okay.
from doing these 40 coins, but she now has 40 gold. She's
Yeah.
like, thank you. Like she definitely made out on this deal.
especially
Yeah.
like for a round, she could have just picked like the worst drink and it would have been like a gold.
It's all right. It's not bad. Could have been better.
Mhm.
Could have been worse.
I mean, it's still around for the bar.
It's still around for the bar.
He did what Ren said.
And they're all
Also, I'll probably wait till like after it is, and just like to keep in mind, it will still look like the etching as a copper or silver. It just is now gold.
It's fine. I could just tell him it was a misprint.
You have 40,
It might
40
get-
misprints.
Might get me more money
It could.
if I say to him, yes.
It could. You could
She-
also.
She does not say to you.
You
Just your
could
regular bar
also
paycheck.
get in trouble for counterfeit. I'm not for sure. I haven't ran
Oh,
into
I'm
that.
pointing right to you, honey. I don't know you.
Yeah. What can I do?
You're the one that did it.
That is
So
true.
too.
Says me. I just watched you do it 40 times.
I have no recollection of that.
Fair enough. Allie! No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Now she has a sack of gold, and then she's just gonna get you kicked out of the bar. Yeah.
But she does, as she was telling the other bartenders, like explain that like drinks are from Big Man at the end, the big gold guy,
Mhm.
and everything. So like as people get their drinks, you get everything from thanks to thank you. From everyone's getting a drink, even the bum.
Supporting alcoholism.
Woo.
Way to go. Will is like, you
Job
don't know what.
security, man.
Terrible. Wow. Ren, are you doing anything during this time?
I'm watching people as they take
Okay.
the drinks, except.
Did you watch him bite those?
Oh yeah,
I just
because that 40 is going to take some time. Give me a perception check with advantage, because I'm going to say that you are actively keeping an eye out.
I rolled double 11s, 16 total.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to say that
Kinda
about 30 minutes pass because he is. I think we actually timed it once.
I
Didn't
think
we?
we
It
did
was
the
like 10
math.
seconds or something per coin, but we'll say that about 20, 25 minutes later, you see Allie out walking around again. The gentleman not with her. You have not seen said gentleman leave either.
We saw him enter the back room, and he didn't leave the back room.
Correct.
But Allie is up and about.
Yeah. Normal self, like nothing. And I'm gonna say that with 16, there's no, just to squash any possible. There is no. She does not look disheveled in any way, shape, or form. Looks as just like you saw her before.
I'm gonna wait until she is actively maybe engaged in discussion with either a patron or an employee.
Sure.
Grab my flagon and just start making my way towards the back room. Not entering it, but just kind of like meandering. Walking with a drink in hand, acting like I belong.
Sure. And that's really easy to do with. I don't want to say it's packed shoulder to shoulder. Like there's plenty of space for you to just like, if anything, just shoulder on somebody to guide them out of the way. Be like, oh, sorry, whatnot. It's busy, but it's easy to kind of, I don't want to say lose yourself, but get into the mix of things. This back room is kind of near where the minstrel is and everything. So you do from time to time, even while you're walking around, you will see another bartender in and out, or you do eventually see, now that you're getting close to it, the door open and close, and you see what looks like a halfling coming in and out and bussing drinks and tables, just from his height alone, not very tall. Couldn't see over everything, but you do now see this busboy kind of coming in and out.
Is this in the time scale of? So, is this happening concurrently while Seven's biting coins?
So
Is I'm at? Yeah.
Allie came out after he got done biting
Okay.
coins. But this gnome has been coming in, or not gnome, halfling has been coming in and out bussing. You just really noticed it now that because you're nearest the door, it's opening and closing. I'll say that with this door kind of opening and closing kind of regularly now, you're able to see in that it's more or less kind of a vestibule to go off to different rooms as well. I'm going to say that you can see like 2 other doors just kind of peeking through, maybe sitting on different walls. You see 2 different doors. But you do hear kind of the clanging of mugs and everything. You do see even some more like, I say appliances just for the sake of like understanding there's some like kitchen stuff back there as well. In a lot of restaurants, sometimes you got to pass through the kitchen to get to the manager's office or something like that. Shout out to those who work food service. I feel your pain, or have known your pain. But yeah, you're kind of getting that peak, but there is more back there than just kind of let on initially.
And I've never seen a patron walk back there.
Aside from the one that Allie took back there.
I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself
Okay.
in the corner,
Okay.
make myself look like Lenny.
Okay.
Oh,
well, Lenny's
no.
on the other side of the room.
Sacrificial Lenny. Okay.
Drink a good gulp.
Good gulp. Now that you've had it, it's sweet. Comparatively speaking to like a citrus shandy or something like that. Nothing too over, but yeah. Well, yeah, it's a line of cool glasses.
And then also spill a little bit on myself purposefully so I smell
Okay.
like
Okay.
all boozed up.
Yeah.
And walk back there as Lenny.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So you open the door and you actually see 2 halflings working back there. One is bussing, bringing the stuff in and out. The other one is actively washing the mugs and like the little bar food plates that come back there. You do see now there are some burners, some ovens, for the sake of describing what they are. Some burners, some ovens. You do see a couple doors kind of going off in different directions. But they kind of look up at you and be like, "Can we help you? Need anything?" Bathroom that way. And they point towards a door across the way to a bathroom. Just kind of smelling things. But he goes back to his work.
I walk towards the bathroom.
All right. So as you're passing, give me a either a perception, or if you're actively looking for something, give me investigation.
I don't think it matters which one.
The same roll for you.
Possibly.
Okay.
It does matter. I'll do perception.
Okay.
Ooh, a 7 total.
Okay. So today it looks like they have broken out a cask. They are dated because they follow their rules. They are sanitary with things. 2 of the ovens are going, making their little foods. And you do notice that the food is almost kind of preparing itself magically.
Nice.
Of the 3 ovens, only 2 are going. But yeah, you head to the bathroom, and it's just a single bathroom, just single toilet, single sink, and everything, or trough, toilet, trough, whatever. I'm trying to
It's a
think.
bar restroom.
It's
Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a bar restroom.
the floor
Yes.
is the floor is sticky.
Yes, you're right.
Yes.
Oh, that is the worst.
It's the Velcro
entire.
peeling.
It's disadvantage to stealth checks. That's what I hear.
But
Oh God, it's
yeah.
the worst.
It's just you in the bathroom now.
When I was so just so I have like a mental image of what's going on. So I walked into that.
Kind of, I'm going to say more or less a kitchen. And in this kitchen, you saw 3 other doors. They pointed you towards one of them, said bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you went into.
Okay.
We have some friends in the room adjacent to us with little girls, and they waved hi, so we waved back. That was the pause.
I'm going
You're
to.
tweeting at me. Hello.
How does the water plumbing system situation work here? Is there like a sink?
So,
He wants a definitive answer. Yeah.
so it is one of those that porta potty toilet, more or less, that you pull a hanging chain and it just drops out. It doesn't flush; it just drops
it's
out
like
because you're on a cliffside. You're built into a
the
cliffside.
ocean. I like
goes
it.
out.
Castle plumbing.
But yeah, that's more or less what happens. In terms of water, there is a pail with like a basin that seems to just drain out as well.
I'm going to pop the door open, smidgen, so I can see how busy people are, and wait for a good moment when I think they're the busiest, and try to sneak into the other two doorways that I have not been through.
Okay.
Sneaky boy.
So there is a point that the bus boy halfling comes back and be like, "We got an issue out here. Can you go grab the mop?" Yeah. And they start having an argument, but it's like to the effect of like, "Well, I'm trying to do this. You can do that since all you're doing is washing mugs. You don't really know what I do. I do more than just that." They go back and forth,
Power struggle.
and until the busboy goes back out and the other halfling goes in one of the other doors and pulls out bucket and mop and takes that out. So at this moment, there's no one in there. Okay. So what I will say, you saw that when he was coming out. So we'll do this first. You go in the other room, and it looks like a stereotypical office. There is a desk. Not a super nice desk. It's a nicer desk. There is a safe and everything. Nothing out of the mix. Do you want to do anything in there? 7, you are being fawned over. Everyone's thanking you for drinks. They're buying you drinks back. While you're doing that, give me a Constitution saving throw. 7. Everyone else is sleeping or studying so well.
16.
P and Q, man. That's so
You're holding your liquor like you're kind of like a wet shop vac right now. Just taking in all the liquor. I don't know how you get rid of it, but it happens.
moving around and sloshing.
Oh,
I thought we decided that like I essentially like the little like blue that's inside of my like the veiny growth is essentially how I like pee or poop. It's like-
Sure.
I just, like-
I'm gonna trust that.
that was like one of the first few
That
sessions.
sounds
I
like a very West comment. So
yeah,
yes.
yeah. That was one of the first few sessions I remember that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check in on your Constitution, but from time to time. But what do you want to do?
Every now and then.
For the moment, I'm just kind of looking at to see if I can just spot any kind of documents or something that would have the names Gapek and Ulmer on it. And then also possibly it's a long shot, and I don't think she would be involved, period. But anything with like Harkonnis's name. But I'm looking more purposefully for Gapek and Ulmer to see.
Because you're specifically looking for something, I do want investigation.
It's fine.
If it was just a passive, it would have been a passive. But yeah, give me investigation.
I'm overall looking for documents, but yeah.
Yeah, because you're looking for specific names.
Straight 11.
Okay. So what you do see is you see shipping dates, times, amounts. You see she seems to actually keep track of her liquor going out, and there does seem a bit where people give out a little bit more liquor than what's being paid for. Bar Rescue would be very happy. John Taffer would be very happy.
He approves.
Yeah.
That's a high praise.
But it looks like basic business paperwork here. Nothing too personal. There is a letter every now and again, just kind of a cursory like, "Hey, thank you for coming in," or "Hey, thank you for your patronage," or something like that. To like, you see lady or sir in the titles. Maybe some notable people have come by here.
Is there a window to the office real quick?
There is, but real quick, you do see a letter that states like, "I do not appreciate the way that you treated my my employees. What we provide is very specific, and we have very few rules. You are no longer welcome here. I don't care who you're related to." and it doesn't seem like she's finished that. Like it's mid-writing as she's going. Before she probably got called because this was under a few other ones. But you take a look out the window.
I was trying to see if there was a window.
Yeah, there's a window.
Okay. Is it? Are we on the first floor still? Like, where does the window?
So there's the equivalent of like 15 plus different levels in this city.
Yeah.
You guys are middle-ish, lower middle. But you're on the first floor of this establishment. There are multiple levels in this as they etched into the cliffside more. They built in. But yeah, you're able to see out perfectly fine. Is there anything you're specifically looking for?
In case of a quick getaway is needed, I just want to see if I could use my spider boots to climb out the window, walk down the side of the building to.
It is one of those where the window folds in, so you could in essence pull it in towards, and I think you'd have enough room to wiggle your way out.
Okay.
7 would have no chance getting through this.
Oh, that's fine.
But-
7's busy acting
Yeah.
the part. I'm in here being a Lenny.
There you go. You're being mindful, being demure, being mindful.
I'm going to first grab the unfinished letter and
Okay.
slide it into my coat. I'm going to prop open the window and then check the safe out.
Okay. Are you looking to break in?
I'm gonna investigate.
Lenny.
I'm investigating its grade.
Eldon is happy.
This is I want to say like top tier, but it's up there in terms. It's got a key as well as a dial. So it looks like it's 2 mechanisms from which to lock it.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any thieves' tools.
Oh darn.
Yeah, oh darn.
I'm going to use Gale and
we
Cat.
both- I'll
I'm
say
going to
what,
use Gale and
you and me
cast
both
knock. Because that's
Yep.
what I did for most of the back half of Baldur's Gate was just use Gale.
When in doubt, knock it out.
Yep. And then we go rest so I can keep doing
So
it.
you can keep knocking.
How heavy is this?
Oh my goodness.
It's heavy as hell.
Okay, nope. Okay.
It's heavy as
It's like
hell.
it's safe.
Yeah.
fine.
Yep. But anything else in there?
I am grabbing the letter, and at this point, I'm going to walk out the window. So I'm like standing on the side of the building and close the window behind me.
Give me a
Mission
perception.
Impossible.
Give me a perception check real quick before you walk out.
Seamlessly switched to Tom Cruise.
18.
You hear a very faint like from the previous room you were in,
A what?
like a
Can we
a
do that again?
closing, like a. So it's not like a massive like stone like, but it's like a smaller scaled version sound
So like
coming from the
brick.
previous room.
In terms of scale or bigger?
Smaller.
Trapdoor.
Trapdoor spider.
From the previous room.
From the kitchen, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm gonna say you have like a leg out the window when you hear that. What do you want to do?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to walk out the window still, close the window behind me, and try to find a good walkway back to a side of the establishment so I can re-enter back as Ren.
That's not hard to do, just because like in terms of like bringing in supplies between buildings and whatnot, there is kind of I want to say partial alleyways for them to get stuff in and inside doors and whatnot. But yeah, you can do
So I just re-enter as Ren, and I try to find 7.
that.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
Constitution. 7.
Your favorite.
I'm on my fantasy football page. Hang on.
That is the wrong fantasy.
That's the wrong one.
Fantasy football.
Hey, look at
Pretty
that.
good. 22.
You're holding your liquor really well.
Literally and metaphorically.
I want to pause real quick. Everyone else, because we're almost an hour
Yeah.
into this. What are you guys doing after 7 and Ren have left?
So-
Can I take a shot in the dark on what you're doing?
Okay, if I go at
don't know what he's
first.
doing, yeah.
So after
I'm going.
after I've done all these sendings, I am going to take out my book. Haha, shocker.
Whoa.
Whoa! But
my hand?
Are you going
No,
to be
it's like
drawing
that.
this time?
It's good. Spot on.
I have one specific question, and then I actually want to go find Felix. So
no.
Okay. Oh God. Oh,
everyone's
everyone's
gonna
gonna die. Everyone's
right?
gonna die. I gotta
in
get-
the book, I'm gonna write
What's in the book?
what's the last thing that the previous owner wrote in here.
When
Okay.
is
Ooh,
the
good
release
question.
date of the next George R.R. Martin book?
2034. So the last thing that was written in there would have been, you have those pages already. In the actual
from
journal
the previous
portion.
owner, or so from.
So wait, the original. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. So you start seeing a conversation written back and forth, one in the hand from the book and one in the hand of Talos. It is a conversation of, how do I destroy you?
That's never a good conversation.
No.
The book responds, I don't think it's possible. Who might have that knowledge? And this is a back and forth. Like, think of a text conversation real quick. Who might have that knowledge? Someone in the Fae. And it just kind of goes there. It's more or less now a workaround of a possible what can happen. Like, at one point there is this book able to be tracked? Yes, it is. Has anyone put tracking magics on it before? Yes, they have. To your knowledge, is anyone tracking this book right now? Yes, they are. And then that's kind of when it doesn't abruptly end. That's just when it stops.
Well, if you need a Fae, we're taking a ferry tomorrow. That's a bad pun. I'm sorry.
Go back to your fantasy.
You're not
football.
here. You're not here right now.
For
So-
once, we're at the other group, 7.
After seeing all of this, Odaro's going to close the book and slip the book into his coat.
Okay.
It's like a crack of lightning happen every time you open and close the book.
Well,
I just want to set the mood.
what I'm gonna
That's
say
weird.
is
Yeah, like, oh, yeah,
because
it's crazy.
the information you got was not blown into your mind, you're not gonna take any psychic damage.
Okay.
But I am gonna say that it was very quick. What was repeated back, so it you may or may not remember all of it fully, completely. But kind of how I told you, it is what it is. So if you didn't take notes, you're screwed.
I'm good.
Okay,
Oh.
fair enough. Fair enough.
So I'm just gonna kind of take a breath, and then I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna start knocking on doors, and I'm gonna try and find Felix. And I think Eldon is there too.
I'm,
I assume that I would knock on Banner's door and there would be no response.
I think I got the
probably
room
hear
right.
He's doing calisthenics.
I think I got the room right
Doesn't hear
next to
me.
you, just because of last time.
So,
Well, yeah, just because of
so I'll kind of try and gather who's here and who actually answers their door.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that we'll convene in whoever's room.
Oh, like you're trying to like get a group?
Yes.
Banner pauses doing his push-ups where his legs are straight up in the air, body push-ups, to stand normally and join you all.
It's like the German push-up, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean it's a handstand push-up, but
You would.
yeah, in
He
full armor
probably
too.
would, yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have
Very
to be
impressive,
able to in full
yes.
armor.
Why not?
You never know when you're gonna need to do a hands.
Go big. Go
You don't
home.
know what kind of thing you're going to need to do in full armor,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Rather be prepared, I suppose.
You're welcome, David. You're getting ripped.
So the final person we'll go see is Felix. So
I'm sighing in real. I'm literally gonna wait a second. Be like 7.
no.
Yeah, the door's unlocked.
Thank you.
I'm at the table. I'm trying to use my other part of the gunpowder to make something. They don't know. I'm trying to make a grenade.
Okay. Okay.
So
Just a standard grenade or anything?
yeah. No. Like nothing too crazy. I just literally because I know we're going someplace where I can't use magic, so I'm trying to.
Just because it's gonna be a
fail-safe.
quick one, give me just a straight intelligence.
Oh yeah, no, I love those.
Yeah.
Sitting in my room making bombs.
Yeah.
I've been making bombs. Yeah.
Watch it be a 1. Watch it be a 1.
It's not.
Okay.
Where did it go? It's a 10.
Okay, so it's giving you like I'm not going to say you don't have the knowledge to do that because you make ammunition.
Yeah.
You know, it's just figuring out maybe the timing mechanism from the releasing of the pin or and then
And this is a knock on the door while I'm trying. To
and you
mess
almost
with
like
explosives.
oh
Yeah,
oh,
like that's what I was expecting.
oh,
The scene
before
is
you
literally me
separate the
working on it.
primer
Yeah.
from the- yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh no!
oh no,
Yeah.
our grenade, it's
Yeah.
broken.
So, especially with that, I'm just going
Oh,
to
no.
pause on what I'm doing
Okay.
and just come on in.
Do you have a moment? I may have done something.
New?
Yeah. You know, fun and all.
Mhm.
So I'll just come in and I'll like sit down on the floor
Yeah.
and just kind of like
Wait, did you come in too, or was it just I?
Did you get everybody?
He
Yeah,
said
I
that
said I
Felix was
collected
the
all of
last
you.
door that
Oh,
he
Felix
went
was the last
to.
door.
Yeah.
He would have
Gotcha.
gotten you because you were
Okay.
first,
Gotcha.
and then Banner's just randomly doing handstand push-ups,
Okay.
In the
and then
hallway.
yeah.
so I used some magic and I contacted Hirkanis. Kind of interesting.
Wait. When
Just a little while ago.
you?
Wait.
Just a few minutes ago. Honestly, it wasn't that long, but I figured we could try and at least get some information. And well, I don't feel like I got much other than maybe a crazy person, but that's the whole thing. I don't know.
And that's what this is about right now in this moment.
Yes, it is.
Did he tell you that before he came in here?
No, I had no idea what was going on.
Banner looks very disappointed, and
Did he?
yeah, just disappointed.
Did he say anything
Well, I
worth note?
asked him why. He did say he wasn't involved with the Grand Rose, which is good, I guess.
Just because he said, wait. So you're actually like, do you see him? Like, what's his means of communication?
No, it was sending the spell.
Okay.
So I was just talking to him. It did take a little while though, but that's another thing entirely.
It's another thing entirely.
Take a while.
Well, it's just
A while.
weird.
You've
Of course, that's the first time I ever cast it, so maybe that's just natural. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So he said that he was trying to save everyone,
yeah, that's what he. I
Eh.
thought that's what he said before when he, attacked the king.
and he.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry, but that.
Yeah.
doesn't-
Oh, yeah. He's super sorry.
But doesn't hurt. Doesn't help
Yeah.
and
No, of
not
course.
He
He has a really good
emphasized
track
that-
record with trust, by the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So let me just gather this. Without any of us knowing, you went and talked to this person that we're hunting to talk to, have a little chit chat. You knew you had this ability this entire time?
Well, I was gonna do it while we were at the castle, but
When you made a zombie? Was that when?
that I don't know how
yeah,
that
that-
happened. That was
Yeah, it
interesting.
was, disturbing.
You're doing a lot of interesting things lately, bud.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do that. But
The more you know.
he also said that he wasn't asking for trust or forgiveness, which kind of screams.
Like you shouldn't trust or forgive someone. Yeah, no, it's really weird. This is it's been a very long day, and I'm working with explosives right now. So if we could just kind of get to the cliff notes.
I mean, that is, well, kind of the Cliff Notes. But I just wanted to say that I did talk to him.
Okay, I mean, I guess yeah, it's better.
Did
Better
you
to ask for
talk-
forgiveness than ask for permission, I suppose.
talk to anyone else?
Yeah. Did we get anything like useful other than well wishes and thoughts and prayers?
I mean, other than an evil monologue,
You got. I'm sorry. You got an evil monologue.
No, it was just him saying he's not asking for forgiveness.
Oh, that,
But
yeah.
it just seemed very evil monologue-y to me.
Kind of seems like it, yeah.
I did also contact Landris, but
Why?
The dragon.
just for the fun of it. Honestly, we may be able to use Landris in the future. You know, she's our buddy. It's fine.
I think we have a very loose determination on the phrase buddy.
Okay.
An acquaintance that
Y'all
will
can't-
eat us.
Yeah, y'all
Maybe-
can't see it, but Tony
maybe-
was fingers in the bridge of the nose.
Yeah, no, because he's doing that at this point in time.
Maybe she owes us for setting her free.
I think that she gave us due compensation for that.
Yeah.
I think that transaction was finished. Finalized.
Finalized.
I knew you were doing what you were doing.
I knew
It's
it
the Swedes. Yeah, it's just what it is.
And it was also more along the lines of, like, if this is going to be a big deal, we kind of risked a lot to save her baby and her, and I just don't want to get them hurt.
Okay.
I think that's...
You're spinning a lot of plates here,
Sorry.
especially
So-
unattended plates that have a cause to usually hurt things and people around us.
What did you tell Lindris?
Yeah, that's kind of what my follow-up was
Just
going to
what
be.
happened.
What? You mean like
All
after
the-
he attacked the
all
king
the-
and left?
Yeah.
Why
just
would you?
what
Why would you
happened
update? Oh,
there?
you didn't
Just
tell
what
him we're
happened
looking
there.
for him, right?
No. Lendris did ask where we were, and I said that.
You told him where we were.
I told him.
So
All
be
right,
on the lookout
all right.
for Lindris then,
Yeah, no, that's cool.
or dragon.
I
Man.
think dragons are fun. I don't know what's
No,
wrong.
no,
with us.
dragons are great. They're majestic creatures. They're awesome. We just don't need to be letting everybody know where we are.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not angry.
Everybody knows your name.
This isn't cheaters up in here.
I'm not angry. We just need to.
just disappointed.
We're just
No, I'm not
disappointed.
even. I'm past that. Everybody can. That's it. We just need to think a little bit more before we do something that could involve the team.
Okay, well. On
Do you
that
have anything
thought,
else? Right now is the time. I'm letting you know. Right now is the time.
Arcanus
Before
know
any
we
more.
are?
Hey,
I'm gonna be keeping.
you're
my-
on a short lease too, bud. So how about you reel that in?
I'm
I'm meaning
gonna
right
be-
now. Do we have any other crazy
Wait,
things
who's on a
that
short
we've done?
leash? Me? What'd I do?
Has it
We
been like
just
a
got a
week since I
name,
had a
man.
gun pointed at you? Like, come on, bud, reel it in.
Those are all fun games. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Oh.
character.
I got a lot of fun in
So
games.
I'm
Little
gonna
Russian
be
roulette.
keeping my special book in my coat from now on.
That's not any different. That's your special pocket, right? Your
Yeah,
little personal
but
pocket.
Maybe we
it's
should give it to
because I
Ren.
kind of learned that it
No.
might be being tracked. Okay, good night.
What?
And I'm just gonna stand up and walk out.
I'm gonna roll for that. Okay. What's your dex? What's your dex save? Banner's gonna try and stop you.
Am I rolling a deck?
You're sitting on the
Yeah,
floor.
you're having a dex save right now.
sitting on the
and
floor.
the guy that just did handstanding push-ups is gonna try and stop you.
I got a 16.
You're prone, my guy. Like, you're basically prone.
Hold on. I'm pulling up his sheet.
And he's doing a grapple check on a prone person.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, 18. He's got you. You're not going anywhere. No.
Sit
You
down.
can try and struggle out of it if you want. He can use his strength.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, David. I'm taking agency for you, but I feel like you
Oh,
wouldn't
he
let
would.
him walk away.
I feel like
Um,
we're doing him
actually,
justice here.
No, because I'll just disappear. I'll teleport up.
Well, he's-
I'll face step.
Okay.
Just be
What,
gone.
so what's the whole thing with the face step? It just you don't have to do anything.
It's just
with
like Misty Step. But
He has an effect that he could implement if he so wished. Which would be best buddying the person that he lands by
it.
essentially.
I'm gonna
charming
temporal
them.
loop, and he's back in his place.
Hey!
Oh.
Man, I thought you were gonna use that on me. Okay.
Uno reverse.
It reverses
Uno
him back.
reverse
It reverses him back to his position in combat, out of
Yeah,
combat.
you
it
are
reverses him back.
back
So
in-
you literally blink, and then you unblink, and
What
you're
just
back there.
Really confusing.
Got hit with a one.
You just had a momentary lapse of judgment. Let's fix this right now.
what is
Why don't you?
Wait
Hey,
a second.
no,
Wait
no,
a-
no,
what-
no,
what was
no, no!
that?
Don't turn it. Come on. You need to say that again. So how about we do this a second time,
I
and
s-
let's just make sure you make the right choice.
I mean, you guys. I'm sure you heard what I said.
We heard,
The
but you
book
didn't.
might be tracked.
Might be. No, that wasn't what
but
you
it's
said.
It's
We
in
can
a
play it
different
back
dimension
again.
now. So
The book.
yeah, it's in my coat.
the person tracked me.
Hey.
So technically,
Timmy playing.
I am not. I'm not. I'm not an expert. In
But
magic,
anytime you get it out,
okay?
it pings.
No. It's not even that. Things can be tracked planarly.
Plainly.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would putting it in a pocket dimension mean anything?
But I'm assuming that would mean
do you know
that
who's
it
tracking it?
No.
No. Okay. So I don't think we're a best case scenario kind of people here. So I don't really think. Okay, how about this? How did you think this was going to play out, other than Ren not being here?
Well,
Because I'm going to let you tell. I'm going to let you
but-
tell Ren. No.
Yeah.
Ren's gonna shoot him.
Wait until Dad gets home. Or Mom.
I mean,
Mommy gets home.
it was in the interest of sharing and being honest, which is what I'm trying to do.
Is being honest saying something and then trying to teleport away?
Well, that's
Are we being
because I
honest?
didn't want
Mm.
to get in trouble.
I'm seeing a lot of that lately.
Man, my son does this all the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy seeing it played out in front
Yeah,
of me.
they're saying they're sorry, but they're only saying they're sorry because they got caught.
Yeah, you're not sorry.
I had
Sorry
to
you
teach
got
my
caught.
daughter that. Yeah.
I broke the
mean-
vase. Okay, bye.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm not sorry I found out.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
mean
being
that's
honest.
a
Like,
good thing. It's all about I think the way you did it.
Well,
Did you ask it who's tracking it?
no.
Mm.
I guess I could.
Well, wait. Put a pin in that.
All right.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It would be good to know who is tracking, but at the same time, we don't want
Oh, Darren
to
is
turn
immediately
on the
gonna
cell phone, so to
gonna
speak.
pull out the book.
Oh, great. Yeah, great. Cool. Yeah.
The book is bugged.
It's a bug
They've
book.
been
Yeah.
listening the whole time.
I mean,
Flip to a blank page.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I can check.
Let him ask. I mean,
It's actually really
what
cool.
already
Do you
done
want to
the
see?
damage? Could it be any worse at this point?
Yes. Yes, it can. Yes,
With
it
asking
can.
a question? I don't think so.
No,
Look,
no,
Felix,
no.
watch. This is really cool. You have to see it.
I don't want to
It's
see
aw-
what's
it's
going
awesome.
on with it. No, I really don't. Does
Eldon's
we
watching.
don't
with
know
rapt
what is
attention.
happening when it does it, correct? You don't know anything about what this is. Correct?
I mean,
No, honesty time. A metaphorical zone of truth is in this room.
Metaphorical.
so I know that this book is not linked necessarily to anyone, but it does have the memories of an individual in it.
You see how you're trailing off there? You see that? Everybody see that? That's a lack of confidence in one's ability to
Well, I mean,
bullshit
it's just
to
a little
us.
bit of lack of knowledge
Or
because
things sticking in the place.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not 100% sure how it works.
Yes, thank you. That was what I wanted to know. So if that's the case, please do not do it in my room with a marked book that we don't know who is tracking. Do you seeing what I'm stepping in?
Well, I mean, I get it.
Okay.
Would it be beneficial, then Banner speaks up, if I actually cast Zone of Truth?
No.
I
Or
mean,
can we
I'm-
trust you to be telling us the truth right now?
I'm being honest.
That's all I'm going to speak
Is
for
that
Banner.
what you've
Just
been
a-
doing for us this entire time?
I'm being honest.
Not telling us
I
in situations. How long have we been being tracked?
I don't know.
Great.
Since he had the book, I
So we don't know. We know we're being tracked, but we don't know by who. We don't know for how long. We don't know if that has already been the cause of some of these problems. There's a lot of unknown variables, and I do not want to add to that. We've had a long day. I'm trying to make explosives, and you come in here making me have to waste my focus on this.
Glaze over that.
Everyone kind of stops and pans around. I very rarely, since we have all hung out, have gotten all of my gear out. This has taken up the entire room.
Oh, yeah.
And you realize that there are explosives and things of different natures that you don't know, but have the sense that if you touched, you might get hurt.
The bed is just covered in
Oh, yeah.
various components. It
Blueprints,
almost-
just little like organized
yeah.
piles of bits and bobs. Yeah, no.
Anyone else would be terrified and be like, "Oh, this guy's gonna commit
Oh,
something."
Darren is it's like Oklahoma City Bomber's house. Like that's
no.
that's what it is. Blueprints all over, red yarn going from one piece of a blueprint to another. That's why O'Darren chose to sat because you couldn't really sit anywhere. It's been a long day.
Did you say explosives? What are you making?
Explosives. Like
What kind? And can I have one?
No, you got to earn that, bud. No, we're not doing this right now.
I'm just waiting for this now turn to Eldon, and then Eldon gets attacked, and then
Let's just talk about this with everybody tomorrow. Because you still need to tell Ren. I'm not telling Ren.
Where's the book?
You are
Oh,
telling
I
Ren.
don't want to tell Ren.
You're telling Ren.
Ren's mean.
You're telling Ren.
I don't want to tell Ren.
Yeah, well,
Ren's a disciplinarian
you have
in
all
the
night.
family.
You have all night to figure out how you're going to tell Ren because you're going to tell Ren. We're going to convene tomorrow morning and we're going to talk about this.
No, Ren will tell me to destroy my book.
I'm about to.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just-
That is something else.
What?
No. Out. Like I'm like I get off my chair. Everybody out now. Wait, no. Like I'm trying to push.
Where's the book
everybody
at?
out.
Where's the book at?
He's
Right
still,
now?
I'm gonna put it back in my coat.
It's a good call.
I'm gonna do sleight of hand to take it.
Yeah, it's in a
it's in his if it's in his pocket because they basically put a bag of holding.
Yeah,
in there.
so he can pull it out, but you
Yeah.
can't. You could put your hand in it, but I don't
That's
think
what
I'd
he
wanna
used his
try and
fancy
pull it.
money on was getting a pocket.
He did that.
Well, boo.
I'm going to try and push people that are way taller than me out of my room. Everybody out right now.
Banner
Everybody.
just goes.
Yeah, I would assume he would at least.
Yeah, he's doing
respect
squats now.
He's doing lunges down the hall. Back.
Well,
He's
we're-
just like, that was frustrating lunch.
Mhm.
That was aggravating lunch. I wanted that conversation to go differently. Lunch.
His working out is to relieve stress. Yeah.
I'll reach in my coat one more time, and I'll pull out a bag of gunpowder. Would this make it a little better?
Why do you have gunpowder?
Because I make bullets.
I don't
Oh.
I don't know what yours. No, you're good. You do you, bud. This is fine.
Put it back in the.
You do you.
I don't need
in
pity
the coat.
gunpowder. It's okay. Just everybody get out. And I slam my door and actually lock it and go back to my work.
Eldon, what are you gonna do?
To be a dick, I'm gonna unlock it. Just because.
Give me. I'm gonna roll
I would.
with advantage if you're using your thieves'
I
tools.
got a 19 without even adding
Oh
anything.
yeah.
I just walk
What were you
away.
gonna say, Tony?
I was gonna say, can I roll perception? Because I was gonna stand at the door.
Yeah, give me a perception.
Yeah, it's a flat 10.
You get like you are heated. You are
Mhm.
mad, and just out of spite, just like Eldon gets down there, just and just the smallest amount of.
And I walk
crack.
away. And I walk away.
It's almost like from your point of view, Felix, is that you went and you locked it, but it was like the bolt didn't go in all the way, so it just opened up a little bit.
Just even more mad because then I'm blaming myself for it. Slam the door.
All right.
Yes.
It's all my fault.
Before we jump back to Seven and Ren, anything else? I'm sure there
I
is.
will probably go back to the room, pull out the book, and ask who's tracking it.
All right. We're waiting on that then. We're going back to Seven and Ren. Ren.
I figured out that if it's okay with you, I rarely use this ability. We talk about it all the time.
Uh-oh.
But I actually wanted to leave an uncanny or eerie token in
Okay.
the office.
Okay. What do you want to leave?
Just a back molar.
Okay.
Oh, just a back tooth.
Yeah.
It's the wisdom tooth that she didn't get removed.
You don't need it. Yeah.
It's the
And
smartest tooth.
I would put it on a high up shelf.
Okay.
That's out of the eye level.
Sure. Say yeah, it's high enough that you gotta like really reach up there to get behind something, but okay. And I apologize. Remind me.
So
You can listen or you can.
I can either do remote viewing or remote hearing.
Okay.
Remote viewing would last a minute. And so my plan with that is to go back into the establishment as Ren, locate Seven, see if I can find. Is it Allie or Owlie?
Owlie, I thought.
Allie. Her full name is
Oh.
Alwyn.
Oh,
She
that's
goes
what
by
it was.
Allie.
Okay. So I would wait till Allie goes back into the back rooms.
Okay.
Then I would my plan is to then go into the trance to see if I can see them going into their office.
Okay.
So that's the plan. But yeah, if that's okay with you with that recon,
Okay.
I walk back into the establishment as Ren and I look for 7.
Okay. So, because while your stuff is all happening, Ren and Seven, everything else with the book is happening back at your guys' inn. Both of Seven and Ren, give me perception checks, please.
Nope. That's wrong.
9.
Wow. Bob
Perception.
Barker is disappointed in you.
7.
Again.
All right.
Why didn't you name yourself 20 or something?
Yeah.
The room is bustling, definitely. Lenny and Carl are just slumped over in their booth. Just the alcohol has succumbed to them.
What time is it? Like,
To be honest, because where you guys are, you're sitting in a perpetual shadow.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It's kind of hard to gauge.
Well, I know it was evening, like when we got to the place, and then when we all went upstairs,
Yeah.
and then they went to the place. Then
So I'm gonna say it's probably 10:30, 11.
It's later.
Wow.
It's getting to be that twilight.
Cool.
But yeah, so you want to listen in, Ren? Are you trying to listen in
I
now, or you
go-
want to do it later?
I go back to 7, and when I meet up with 7, I quickly like look around to see if Allie is about.
Okay. I'm gonna fold that into that perception that I had to roll for. But yeah, you notice her. She's talking jovially, just talking with everybody. She as she talking with somebody else, kind of around the bend of the bar, just kind of like waves at you guys and everything. But looks like she has a conversation with somebody, and she walks back with them towards that area again. A bit later, she comes out from that back room or the
Oh.
back area.
Well, I would, because the plan was for her to go back there and do the remote.
So yeah, you can do the remote.
So when that's happening, I will look at 7 and say,
There's something going on. I'm going to be out of commission for just a minute. Just keep watch over me.
Okay. Okay.
then I'll just like,
Stay safe.
What's the radius?
it's within a 10-mile radius.
So because it is closer, no one goes into the room where you've placed your tooth. No one's gone into it. You do hear that kind of faint little moving and closing sound twice. Well, I'm going to say once because it's a 1 minute. You hear it once. That just little sound. That's it. You don't see anything in that room, though.
And after a minute, tooth just disintegrates. And
Well, you got 4 more wisdom teeth. So. Or 3 more wisdom
Three
teeth.
I can
more.
only do it one. I'm pretty sure I can only do it.
Is it once per long rest or something like that? What kind of magic spell do you?
You gotta
I
get
can only do that feature again once per long rest.
you gotta get your pre-authorization from your insurance to do it again.
Yeah, unfortunately, in our line of work, we don't really have great dental. So,
I wonder if your tavern is gonna have dental.
I'm not sure if I'm falling into, I guess, an old pattern of behavior of just like getting deep into investigation. Because I just want to know what we're walking into when we're going to Redgarden.
Mhm.
Went into their back room. I went into the office. Found a letter. Letter doesn't really give much other than like some disgruntled relationship between the proprietress and some patron. Could be anybody, for all we know. But there is definitely a secret room in the kitchen. Blocked by very heavy stone.
Hmm.
I don't know where it is. I don't even know if we like want to go look at it.
Could it just be a wine cellar?
Wine cellars usually have a visible entrance, you know, like if you're in the backside of a building, usually there's like a root cellar. This seems more like they haven't done much light reading. I don't even know how to describe a secret tunnel to you.
Hmm.
It's just something's there that you wouldn't have expected.
I've been in tunnels before. I just
Secret tunnel.
Everyone's thinking it.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
oh, yeah.
me. I had to
Okay.
say it.
Total brain fog. We were in Lendris's cave system, and there were varieties of areas blocked off by large stones that were meant to keep places hidden.
Mhm.
Like that, but in the kitchen.
I almost died in there.
Yeah.
So you probably shouldn't go down there alone.
Right. But I'm not sure if we should be going down there in the first place, is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
That's the question.
Such a good RP session. Just throwing that out there. I'm enjoying this.
Because again, the only reason I hope I'm doing this is because I want to figure out what we're walking into, because
Mhm.
Redgarden sounds like a hornet's nest, and we're about to walk in there, shake things up.
Mhm.
I was hoping to find information on the two guards we had learned about. I don't know if this letter is meant about them, but yeah.
And you took an unfinished letter too. You know she's gonna like scramble to try and find it,
Right.
and then have to restart. And it's probably not gonna be as well written.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it'd probably be more like a tempered emotion.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's
She'll
true.
have time to simmer. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could just, ask Allie. Like she said that she's had to kick people out before, and just say, is there anybody that we should keep an eye out for, just in general. She seems nice.
Is that because she gave you a free drink?
Not everyone who gives you free things, Seven, is a nice person.
Deep.
Mm.
That's deep,
I
guys.
could
Hey,
punch you for
Mm.
free.
free knuckle sandwiches for everybody.
Free knuckle sandwich.
Yeah.
I'd be feeding up people out here.
Nice is different than good. She is nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. She can kill people with her kindness.
He stole
Mhm.
that from a song. Don't.
Yeah.
Everything's stolen from everything.
Right.
It's from a show.
So-
come on.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
They steal
I
everything.
know things now, many wonderful.
Probably for my own good, I'm going to leave it up to you as an executive decision on whether we go investigate the secret stone slab tunnel in the kitchen,
Hmm.
because we know that. Well, I'm not sure if you know, but I know that there's other business happening here that isn't above board.
Mm-hmm. We could possibly try to, rub shoulders with people, see if we can find out what might be down there.
Okay. So she was talking to a person,
Mhm.
I'm assuming who worked here, that went into the kitchen that I hadn't seen walk out. Have you? You probably haven't been looking. You've probably been drinking, like I told you to do.
Been drinking a
Okay.
lot.
Well, I'm gonna say now you've seen it happen twice, because you saw her go back with it, used your tooth, and disintegrate because you didn't see anything. You heard the movement. So now twice she has taken somebody back there, and twice she has come out,
Mm.
and they have not.
Mm.
Okay. How many drinks have you had?
I've had a lot.
You're probably at 7 or 8 at this point.
Yeah.
Just going to town.
Pounding them.
I think I'm doing okay though. I haven't stood up in a while.
Oh no, that's when it.
Stand up.
That's when.
Are you attending to stand up?
Yeah.
All right. I
Oh,
need
man.
a Constitution followed by a Dex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
Standing's the worst.
Oh
Please low,
no.
please low,
Please low.
Constitution is a 12.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Dexterity is a 10.
Okay. So
Should
it's
you roll a
it's one of
disadvantage?
those where like you're not blackout drunk. You're sauced, and it's one of those like you go to stand up, but like you actually start falling back on your bar stool, and you're like swiping at the air, grabbing, and you just come back and land.
Mhm.
Just one of those, and you just stand there for a moment or sit there for a moment.
In there. Yeah.
Oh, we've all fallen backwards
yeah.
and landed.
I'm gonna need a moment, but I think I'm okay. we could just I mean just
Let's flag her down.
yeah.
Okay.
Just wave your giant arm around.
Just wave it.
Yeah, I probably like reach. How tall is this?
It's the chandelier. I was waiting for knock stuff.
You got room.
Oh no.
You got plenty of room.
Okay, so I probably just like Allie.
And she's chatting with somebody else, and they're laughing, but everything. Oh, okay, dear. And she ends her conversation, comes over. What can I do for you?
We had some questions for you.
Okay.
I don't know how direct we want to be about it, so I'm going to let Ren.
Okay. What's up, hun?
Seven's had a lot to drink, as you can probably tell.
I know,
doing
it's
good.
okay. You're doing great.
A good
You're
baker.
doing
I
great,
think I'm
honey.
wasted. Do I need more to be wasted, or am I good?
Are you able to stand upright without falling?
Nah, I fell.
How bad?
Back on the chair.
You could do some more.
Okay.
A good baker's dozen so far, so I'm not sure how much we want to push that because all the drinking's fun. I think we might be trying to seek out other fun at this point.
Okay.
Not sure how much else.
The best way to ask
So-
for illegal operations without asking for illegal activities.
Right?
No, I mean,
like
like
fun.
there is gambling. Other places. I mean, like, what do you mean by other fun?
I'm not good at economy, so gambling's probably not great.
Okay,
I
honey.
would panic if
Okay.
I saw you at a gambling any establishment whatsoever.
Oh, the casino.
He
dealer.
owns it.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey,
The house always loses. So I'm sorry. What kind of fun are you talking about?
I'm not sure if you know much about the Feywild, but my folk and folk from the Fey like to
Okay.
live
Oh.
life in the life to the maximum. That we like to experience things like colors and sounds and scents. Just everything there is just so beyond life, and there are a lot of things that we do, whether it's like a ritualistic dancing or just spending a good night with each other. You miss those things, and there's not a lot of those opportunities I find here in Indonesia that really match the Feywild. And I know Seven has never had anything ever like that, and I
I've not ever had a mate. No.
would love him to experience something, even just a microcosm of what the Feywild has to offer.
First of all, kind of gives you it studies you a bit more and be like, I never would have thought you were Fey. Huh. Well, it agrees well with you. And she looks you both a bit over. And it's kind of the equivalent of not saying she looks like Esmeralda from Hunchback of Notre Dame, but along those lines.
Pretty good picture.
Because
That's what
I did this and I'm like, I
That's what I
wrote
imagine.
Esmeralda, but that's not the case.
Hellfire's a great song in that movie.
Love it.
Yeah.
I was quasi it for SDC. I loved it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But she looks you both over and be like, well, I might be able to help with that. It doesn't come cheap.
I did help make a lot of gold for you already.
Yeah, we've spent a lot from our coin pouch here. It's still got a lot though. Jing, 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 jing.
Also,
Well-
that bartender right there,
Oh boy, there he goes.
I had a lot of gold now.
Yep.
Oh my god.
They
Excuse me?
they
went
really
there.
like Seven. Seven spent a lot of money up here.
Well, and while I appreciate that you are one person, we have plenty of people by dozens coming daily, 20, 40. We've had upwards to 150 at any one time in here. So I appreciate your patronage.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm up to 40 something gold.
You've spent 40 gold?
We'll go with that.
So far.
We'll go with that.
Roll me deception, buddy.
I'm not.
Oh
That's
no.
Not needed.
9.
It's better than
Natural
7.
5.
Oh man.
So,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
well.
I helped her get about 40 gold.
well,
Not
I
lying.
appreciate that, but this is going to cost a bit more than that. But if we're sloshing around coin here, why don't you both come with me? And as you guys are walking by, like Lenny is like, "Where are you going?" Okay, bye.
We're
He
getting.
doesn't even wait for a response. As he
I'm getting a
passes.
mate.
Oh, your comment comes after he's passed out.
Yeah.
But and like naturally, people are still gonna look at you, Seven, walking through. Not you so much, Ren, but like you are colossal, and you again, it's. I know I state it every time we play, but like you are. It's like the movie Pleasantville, and you're in color. Like everything else is black and gray.
Probably
Sepia.
like the first person that's like, wow, you're big. I probably ain't gonna be like, I can get twice as big too if it, like, the right conditions.
A couple ladies blush.
Yeah.
But you follow her back, and she goes into that one area, the kitchen area. The halfling is bussing, the other one is cleaning, and she walks a little bit further, and she stops and she turns around, waits till the door closes, and be like, "So, what I'm about to show you is strictly a eyes only situation. If it gets out at all, you may not be around to make it to another shift, if you catch my drift." Okay? Fair?
Sure.
So she goes over to the unlit oven, and it looks like she reaches to the side of it, and she clicks something, and you see the entire apparatus, almost like a suicide door that goes up, an old T-top, and it goes up, and you hear that like it lifting, and you see stairs.
Ooh.
If we do like our tricks, it is
What-
actually functional as well. So if we ever
I was
need
gonna
to,
say, what if you're cooking on it? Does it just fly off the stove or oven or whatever?
yeah. But as you can see, we do have magical means of making the
That's
food,
true.
so it kind of just shifts over a burner.
Okay.
But we are going to pause right there and take a break before you descend into sin more. But we will be back in 5 minutes, and we'll see you then. coming back to it. So Allie has opened up this secret tunnel for Ren and Seven. And she kind of goes in this whole little spiel. Anything you could be looking for, we should have down here somewhere. Now, I do need to warn you, though, that curiosity is oftentimes rewarded in the worst ways, depending with some of these people. So I do want to prepare you for that. Although I would appreciate, again, if you could cooperate with ensuring discretion about what you see here. And you guys descend downward, or do you follow her down? She starts walking down this.
Oh yeah.
And I say down, it looks like it's going more into the cliffside. And it's not a very long walk. Like 3-4 minute walk. Kind of downward. And you guys come to this iron door that she knocks on. Gives a particular knock. I don't know what it is. I'm not making a knock right now. I have to worry about names on a daily. Yeah, shaving a haircut. Sure, that's what it is.
Nobody else knows it.
And
It's a secret.
Yeah.
it does have like a speakeasy door that like it slides open. They see it's Allie, and they close it and open it up. And man, if you thought it was lively up top, even more so down here. As you enter, it's man, I hate to say, it's like Zion from the Matrix, but darn near close to it. As you are passing by her, she plucks a hair off of you, Ren. Be like, we use it as a means of ensuring the confidentiality, and never fear, we have no reason to utilize such methods. And like she like slips it inside of her bodice, unless my enterprise were to experience difficulties from you or your Seven. I mean, feel free to mingle and indulge in whatever you wish, as long as you have the coin and respect the rules. We don't kill, we don't maim, we don't steal from one another while you are down here. Everything is brokered. Everyone has to agree. And if you cannot live by those, depending on what you're trying to do, you may be asked to leave, and we'll make use of what we've collected from you, or you just may not live. Kind of cut and dry, but this isn't necessarily above board. And as you look out, there. Well, I had it somewhere. I apologize, but like you can kind of see almost everything and anything going on. You do hear, not gonna lie, you do hear like the sounds of intimacy happening. In some breakout rooms, you do see some people. Shady-looking people having conversations in exchange of a pouch or a box or something like that.
There it is. Then the linen.
the din of the linen. Din of the linen.
Who would have thought? That's where it was.
We found it.
It was
Quest
actually.
over. We're done.
It's actually just the friends you meet along the way.
But you do see, some substance usage and everything.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wire.
Man, you just see a big bald guy bust in and start cracking heads.
7.
Yeah. But she kind of makes the room yours. Cursory glance, you do see the two patrons that she had walked back with before down here. One of them seems to be in some sort of stupor, sitting back on a kind of faux beanbag chair. And another one seems to be making his way into one of these breakout rooms with 2 ladies.
Ooh.
So they weren't just being murdered; they were just freaky.
They just get weird. But what do you guys want to do? As Allie just says, enjoy yourselves, and she heads back up. there are 2 guards at the door on the inside.
What do you think, Seven? This is your first time in such a sultry den.
Of villainy.
Mhm.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
My Alec Guinness.
Probably be like I don't know. It's different. Some people like sound. They sound like they're getting hurt over there. Should we check on them?
Oh.
I don't like it.
Allie did say not to.
Spit take is the thing. So
Allie-
not in the sex dungeon.
She did. She did say not to hurt or kill, but it sounded like people might be breaking the rules already.
I'm not the right person to have
Ben's here to talk about
this
intimacy with
discussion
Seven.
with, but I can assure you that if people were getting hurt in, at least in a way that breaks the rules, that wouldn't be that. So
Okay.
Will is respectfully waiting whenever Jack is done to kind of have the talk.
Yeah.
He has the talk with
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to make you do it because
No.
nobody
I
here
beg
wants
of
to
you.
hear it.
I beg of you, please.
No.
Don't need you to
But,
take care of yourself with this.
Will
with the
goes
sex
through
talk.
the intricacies of
The concepts of the
people's
When
sexual
two people
preferences
really like
Uh-huh.
themselves.
and what
the
they
cons
might
and the
do that
circles.
might cause that sound to come out of people's mouths.
Okay.
So you're kind of watching and just,
He's literally talking to
Uh-huh.
himself. Yeah,
Okay.
just in the corner. Yeah, I get it now. Okay.
wait, where? That goes there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can even go there?
Yeah, that's kind of more or less what happens. But what do you guys want to do?
Now that you've downloaded
Yeah.
your tutorial.
Download everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know. I'm probably just walking around just seeing if anybody seems interesting or. Yeah.
Well, there's plenty of. It depends on what you mean by interesting. There's plenty of, people with some noticeable markings, whether that's maybe like a tattoo or maybe they're missing a limb or the eye or a scar or something like that. But there's kind of I'll say there is one woman with like this like bleached blonde, almost white looking hair, which she kind of stands out as while most of the regular looking patrons have like standard kind of garb, your leathers, your kind of I'm gonna say your kind of earth tone colors. She's wearing this deep midnight purple colored garb. She catches you looking and she says, "Can I help you?"
Hmm.
You seem to
Just-
be staring.
Just looking. Your hair reminds me of the Grand Roses.
That's nice. Never met her.
I did. She was nice.
Good for you.
She died.
That's unfortunate for her, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, like I said, can I help you?
I'm not for sure. What are you looking for, dear?
I don't look for anything here. I'm the one that supplies things here.
So what are you supplying?
What can I help you with?
I have never done this before. I don't know.
You could have fooled me.
Okay.
Does Seven understand sarcasm?
I think so a
Traveling
little
with
bit,
Felix
yeah.
for a long time.
I've been
think
around
there's-
Felix for a bit.
He
yeah.
understands the
I
minutia of
I
sarcasm.
can arrange for you to get items that may be necessarily hard to grasp because they, from whatever reason, may be in the wrong person's possession. It might need to be in yours. I can provide you with methods of release. And like she motions to kind of the multiple stupid people laying around. I can provide. I have connections that I can get you almost anything, anywhere.
What type of items do you have?
He's gonna ask for them.
Yeah. Also, and when you say release, I'm not quite for, and like probably at that time that's probably when Will is explaining. It's like, oh, I've never done that, so I don't know.
She looks at you super confused on what.
I've never done the release that you speak of.
Well, it's always the first time if you wish.
Sure.
Do do you? What are you made of?
You know, I am organic in some natures. I believe from my own investigation, I do have more of the male presenting features.
Oh, okay.
How's Rin holding up? How's Rin holding up? Are you
Yeah.
right here
I
during
really
this
wanna hear it.
interaction, Rin? Like,
Or are you
living life?
Or are you letting the kid run around Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah. Or are you staring in a corner, just like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." Like, here's where I am now. This is my life.
Yeah.
I'm stuck here.
I'm keeping a healthy distance to just make sure that the kid's okay.
Yeah.
But
Talking
also,
with all the other parents, be like,
Yeah.
yeah, learned how to walk last week.
It's his first
Yeah.
time. Yeah, we're
Ren-
really proud.
well, at the
Ren,
same
I think,
time,
had done something similar to things before.
I don't know who Ren is. I'm not there. I'm just.
yeah,
They have no frame of reference.
Who's Ren?
My friend here. I know she talked about some Armand or something with something similar to this. So, but
Armand.
I'm not for sure who he is really either. It's fine. Yeah.
I don't know any Armand.
I just think she had some experience more with this than I do.
She the woman looks around because like you've been motioned to and named now.
Mhm.
Are you looking for anything?
I mean, I was more of a wing person for Seven since,
I can see why.
I've done a lot of living in
Mm.
my time. But Seven's a person who has, not done as much. So this is their first foray into the adult sphere. Being,
Mhm.
we're about to go off on a very arduous shift tomorrow, and
Oh. Guards, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And you just happen to find your way down here.
well, I mean, you haven't been talking to us for that long, but
Well, it's
We're
not
pretty-
just anyone who ends up here down.
oh,
So either you have connections similar to what I have, or Allie took a shine to you for a reason. I'm trusting more of the latter, especially based on this fella.
I like Allie. She's nice.
Yes, definitely the latter.
Mhm.
All right.
I mean, I guess it's a long shot, but you don't think like Seven could talk to the proprietress.
To do what?
Just see things where they land. They had really pleasant conversations upstairs and didn't
That's
even
wonderful.
sound like it was just,
Mm.
like casual banter.
So are you heading out to the garden tomorrow? So are you needing to? I mean, are you needing something on the way out? Maybe something to numb things up when you're out there. That way you don't gotta be kind of locked in your own mind. Are you
We can bring something with us.
I mean, people mostly bring something, whether it's illicit or not. I mean, people take something to just pass the time. I mean, some people bring books. Some people bring, small games or cards. Or some people bring more things to pass the time.
But that seems dangerous. Like, how do you make sure it doesn't get like linked back here when a guard is found to be careless, very careless?
Oh, if the guard's careless, then the prisoners take care of that guard.
Won't the prisoners then get those illicit materials?
Yeah, but how are you going to bring it back to me if the guy that got it is dead? Who's going to name me? That being said, you name me and I'll kill you.
I don't know your name.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, that being said, what can I do for you? Would you like something? Would you like something to go out for your shift? If not, because you are down here, seems... And she turns away from Seven and more towards you. You seem like you might be willing to do a less than savory favor. I have something that needs to get out there to someone. And wondering if you would like a cut to deliver it for me. No offense, but I think your buddy's a little bit too goody-goody. No offense.
How much is the pay?
You get 300 gold out of it.
Can I ask what the heat is?
Wes doesn't know what that means.
How hot is the item? And
okay. Well,
Wes doesn't know what that means.
doesn't know what that
The illusion faded for just a quick moment. Wes doesn't know what that means.
was back up.
And then back up. Sorry, I love
It's,
that. That tickled me.
Well, it's not something specific, like one of a kind sort of thing. It is something that should a prisoner be found with it, it'd probably guarantee them solitary for the rest of their incarceration.
So making sure a guard has it then.
Well, if you want to make sure a guard has it, then I think our conversation is over. I'm trying to get it to a prisoner.
Oh.
That's my job. That's what I'm getting paid to do. I
Who's the
just
prisoner?
need someone to take it for me.
If I might say, you say that I'm too goody two shoes
You
for it.
seem. I'm not assuming. I'm just saying you
Sure.
seem.
But if you believe that, then other people would believe that too. They won't suspect me.
Are you saying that you're willing to transport?
I don't know what it is, but maybe.
And you will not know what it is.
Okay.
It is
Well,
it's able to fit within your palm. It is within a packaging,
Mhm.
sealed, meant only for this person.
I will say there's a reason I've been traveling with Seven for a while now.
'Kay.
They are because of their physical presence and when you talk to them, how they come off, it's as they said, very unsuspecting.
That's fair. That's a good point.
It's a very good counter to
I mean, that'd be 150 each if you do it together, or just 300 if one of you does it.
I'm fine splitting if you want.
I mean, we
Okay.
worked together and split.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was my money that Seven was tossing around upstairs, but I don't mind. Seven's a lot of muscle to my behind the scenes work, so
I can grow to twice the size and devastate anything in my path.
very helpful.
Indeed.
We'd also, you're
not going to be
allowed-
much helpful out there.
well, but in terms of transporting items, I have already been on a mission with Ren and our other friends to transport a mystery item across, the lands, and we were successful with that. It was probably even a more heavy heat item than what you were talking about.
Ren is kind of like snickering.
Mhm.
That was eloquent.
I have to be vague.
Touche.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. So, are you willing to do it or not?
Who is the prisoner?
Goes by the name of the Serpent. For the sake of protecting people's identities, we go by code names. We don't go by real names. God forbid someone get caught and live. I don't need it coming back. That's why you will know me as Raja.
Okay. That's a nice name.
She goes, "Hey, Raja," and like 5 other people turn there and be like, "Yeah,
Oh.
Raja."
Family name.
No, just kind of get the point across that there is no one Raja.
I can't remember if I told you my name. I am 9.
You know what? No, you know what? She's gonna be like, "Okay, years old.
No, it's a code name.
Okay, you got a name, code name."
You already said.
I
9?
did already earlier say Ren, but I don't know if she called.
I mean, Ren's pretty. Don't get me wrong. But is that what you want to run with?
My name doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Ren and 9. Love it. So, and she pulls out from this pouch on her robe. It is does fit within her palm. It looks like a square package that's holding something within it. I say square. It's just that it's. I mean, if it were flat, it would look like an envelope square, but there's something inside of it. It's sealed. You do take a look, and there is some sort of. The seal itself looks like it's coated, coating some sort of liquid inside of it. A liquid that you're familiar with and have seen before. Be like, so be careful, dearies. If you pop that, I can't say that something terrible might not happen to you.
Could
Did this
you
put you magically to sleep? Like a sort of poison?
She eyes you.
Could you do me a favor
moment.
as well? I mean, I can keep this a secret when we're going on the ferry, but another item that I have might be a bit harder. I produce the Eyes in the Dark missive.
Okay.
I just need this to me somehow while I'm on Redgarden.
You want it on someone at Redgarden?
No, on me.
Oh, on you.
I can't give it. I can't be the one with it on the ferry.
It's an interesting thing you got there. I'm not one to question motives as why one wants something. I just, how important is it to get that out there?
I would take my cut of the 150 off the table.
Fair.
Just give the 150 to.
More than fair. I think I got something for that. You want to give it to me?
Yeah.
All right. Does that mean we have a deal? And she like holds out the package. And I want to be clear. It's almost kind of like it's encased, like the seal is almost like an epoxy almost. That should the seal break, it will go loose and it will.
Does it look like that poison that we have dealt with?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Pretty much.
It is.
I
It
figured.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think we have a deal, and I would say that me fulfilling my end of your job is means of my intent to pay. So you'll get you 150 once you return.
Sure.
Very
have-
dependable. Half first, half later. That's very good deal.
I have a quick question, and I understand if you need to be vague. Do you produce these things on your own, or do you have your own supply of people that you?
This was
purchase?
given to me.
Okay.
7.
Just checking.
It was given. No, it's a fair question. I mean, we do got some people in here who have more direct lines of contact. Not so much me. I receive it. I'll deliver it. It's my job.
It purely because this seems like I have had a run-in with this substance before, and it is something that we were curious about.
As one does in our line of work, we do a lot of grunt work, as you can probably tell.
It's fair. Yeah, I can see you got a little bit of patina going on over there, Golden Boy. But fair enough. So obviously aware that there's an anti-magic field going on over there. So you may have to track down some people there to find out where this serpent is and get it to them. Don't know who it is. Don't care. Pay to do a job. So is there anything else you might need or need to know?
Do you have any way of putting in, not yourself, obviously, but maybe through other voices, a good word in for us for Gapek and Ulmer?
I don't blame you. They're tough customers. Actually,
I'm just afraid,
you want me to put a good word in? Well, you might want to wait till almost done, and then you could just put a good word for yourself. He's just right over there. She points to one of the side rooms where the sounds, the pain, that Seven believed.
It's all connected.
It's like it's all orchestrated.
No, I think Seven
because you gave my name.
9.
7.
9.
79.
7
He's
of 9.
79 years old. Anyway,
I'm 7 of 9.
Oh my god.
I hate you. Was that intentional? Yeah. Or did you pick 9 arbitrarily? Or like, oh, okay, now we can do this.
Yeah, I can't lie. I did intentionally do that for the Star Trek. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
needs to, loosen a few bolts and see what this place is about. And I'll just, if the word is put through, I'll see Omar probably during my shift at some point. So
Well, he's going to be on the boat with you tomorrow, so good luck with that. Well, if nothing else, then I think we're good here. All right, Will.
Right.
I'll get what I need to on the garden for you, and it just has to get to you on the garden. You just can't be transporting with it.
I have.
Okay.
For what it is, I have easy ways of transporting this vial. I don't think I can transport that the same ways.
Fair enough. All right, I'll get my end of it done, and I'll see you back when you come to shore. And she kind of hands you the package, takes your ice and dart, and she kind of starts making conversations with the others. You see there might be a trade, like a shaking of hands that is either too quick or too long. We're about to bounce back to you other guys, but real quick, what are your guys' passive perceptions?
Mine's, I think, 15.
15?
I remember 15.
So just kind of various things. You hear like the blades are being cracked down on in Volkstadt ever since some things, stirred up some trouble and left town. I heard there's a professor in that school in Lastford raising the dead, and he's been masquerading as the High King for a year. And then there's like King Ornug is going all out for his daughter's wedding. He's supposedly bringing in a Fae entertainer, or they think they found the village where the first High King is from. The High King is a usurper. He's not even a direct descendant. But that's kind of some of the things that you're hearing. There's a secret passage from the prison to Estergate. There's
man.
There's an ancient evil deep in the mountain, and they stop them from adding deeper cells and whatnot. And you're just getting a bunch of that kind of different stuff.
Enough fake ones to make a real one seem preposterous.
Yeah, and you're hearing it from like different people, and it's honestly the ones that are drugged up that are loose tongued right now. But I'm gonna let you, Ren and 7 or 7 of 9, figure out what they're doing in this den of sin and villainy. I'm so glad we're not on video. Will. All right, bouncing back to our book club. So, Darren, you said you had something before we went to break. Going back to the book.
Immediately
I
after
am-
yelling at him about using the book, he goes
Take
back
a
to
look.
use the book.
He's
Well,
in his book.
I have to know now who's tracking. Okay, so I will go back to my room and I'll pull out the book and I'll flip to a blank page and I'll just write who's tracking the book.
You see the name of the author. And that's all it lists.
Then yes.
He's still alive.
No.
Get my friend's name out your mouth.
Get my ghost warlock's name out your mother trucking mouth.
It's your Monday to Friday mouth.
You're my Monday to Friday mouth. The Saturday and Sunday mouth is way dirtier.
Was he involved in the previous owner's death?
No.
And I'll put the book away and go to bed.
I'm going to say that over these conversations that you've gained, that the book only knows what has been put into it. So if Talos had written anything into it, that's as much as they know, in addition to what the author had written. But
Yeah, I'm assuming that the information might not be available.
it's fair. You also don't know how long who has had this book in their possession, how many times, where, what, who, what, where, when, why.
Mhm.
So, and you're done with the book, you said? For once, he's done with the. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it's been a long day.
So the course of Ren and Seven doing their little jaunt is easily going to put us into past. We're going into deep twilight hours, like 2, 3 in the morning. You guys sleeping if you're not tinkering?
Yeah.
And O'Darren, are you just meditating? I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then,
Won't take
is
me
there anything other than debauchery you two are doing? Or are you doing debauchery or something like that?
I just give 200 gold to Seven. Say, I trust. I trust seemingly the person that's in your head.
Oh
So-
man, that's.
I trust the guy in your head more than I trust you.
yeah.
I trust the bystander with no control at the
Yeah.
moment.
Okay.
Okay.
You seem to be taking the person in your head at the word,
Mhm.
and they haven't led us astray.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's time to learn, I guess.
He said, "I'm going to be a man."
And we fast forward to the morning where we don't need to do any
Your
other.
200 is gone.
Yeah.
The 200 is gone from what you do. Whatever you do, it is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to let you decide without telling the rest of us, per se,
it's like
in
a,
graphic details.
Roll a Constitution
it's
save.
like a video game cutscene when it clearly is implied what's happening,
Yeah.
but it fades away, and then
All
it
I do-
ends, and you're standing in fully clothed, and nothing changed.
All I'm going to say is that not having done anything before and not knowing what is to be expected or not expected over the course of the rest of the day, you will take 2 damage of an assortment of
The
kinds.
real question is, does he need to roll performance?
Oh.
No.
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 Or charisma.
No.
Charisma. Just flat charisma.
No.
How do I do? Constitution.
So you're just
He
taking,
can ask in the morning.
Yeah.
you're taking 2 damage because maybe you bent in a way that you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It could
Yep.
be-
Or
it
you
could
caught
be-
a Charlie horse or something.
It could have been a project situation where they gave him the money back.
No, they kept the money. They kept every gold.
Aw.
Every piece of gold is gone.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
Plus the few gold that he
I-
showed
so
the
you
parlor
wait
trick
around
on,
till
you know.
7 is done?
Yep.
Okay.
Then we
I
leave.
was gonna
Just
say
chills
the
out
one thing.
2 minutes later.
Dang, I did a good job.
Will's just going, no.
Yeah.
All right, so
I will say, because like Ren did suggest, like Seven and the proprietress were like, friendly upstairs, and just to see like if she comes down, I probably would flirt. Like,
we're going to say an hour later.
okay,
You
cool.
come out from one of the side rooms. You've never seen a robot be wide-eyed, but you would be wide-eyed in this situation.
Yeah.
Seven's a man now.
Just bright
You
white.
just went through a war, my guy.
Yeah.
Vietnam.
how's it going? Like, oh God, 7, what
Yeah.
happened?
I am no longer 7. I'm 14.
Yeah.
I've now doubled in age.
Capital.
Hey, what's going on,
But
man?
all euphemisms aside,
Yeah.
but
Should I
comes-
expend a rage point for enlarging, or
no, no,
Swear
no.
to God.
I said without kidding.
are we gonna edit that part out?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, you
The
did
world
that.
will know what you did.
You made that.
Cool, cool, cool,
you have to
cool.
live in it now.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
I tried to glean over things.
Yeah.
All right.
no.
An hour later, he comes out wide-eyed and meets back up with you. It's about 3 in the morning at this point.
Will's of aware.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
What you guys want to do?
done?
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
You do not see Raja out there.
Well, I'm ready to go back and get whatever few hours of sleep we can salvage. And
Sure. Is this what you do when you go off to the bars without any of us?
not what you do,
Mm-hmm.
or not what you did, but what I
The other partner, like,
well, no. So like when I'm
Oh.
going out, basically like what you've been with me for the entire time, like I'm actually like doing that. Like I'm working,
oh,
trying to gather information.
oh,
So you know how the others think I'm like a raging alcoholic.
mm-hmm.
I drink so I can act friendly. You know, play things up, cater to what others might perceive of me to help establish a good image and just better my position in whatever way I can.
Okay.
Will in your head goes, "That's not what you just did."
Yeah. Just like, yeah. No, okay. Yeah. It is. Okay. Now I know.
Not to say that I haven't done what you've done before, but
Oh. Okay.
I was running another life at this point.
In a den of sin, we're gonna get Ren backstory. Yes.
Yeah.
But
It was fun. I understand why you come here. Yeah.
Well, if nothing else,
Mhm.
I think we should probably get some shut eye, and so we can at least wake up reasonably in the morning to inform the others of what we have gathered.
I don't think they need to know everything, but yeah.
I didn't want to know everything.
You take Seven out for one night, and now he decides to keep secrets.
Yeah.
He just,
You know?
he turned into a teen
Yeah.
overnight.
Yeah.
My bondage moment did
As
not seem so bad.
long as the thing that you're gonna keep doesn't hurt anybody else, that's an okay secret to keep.
Mhm.
That's a lesson, Seven. There are some secrets
Oh man.
that are okay.
Yeah.
So what was it they say in the office? Secret secrets, make no friends. Secret secrets. I can't remember what it is, but the stripper says it.
I don't remember what she said, but she said it. It was about secrets.
It was a stripper.
Stripper secrets.
All right. So do you guys leave?
Yeah.
All right. So on your way out, like it was only an hour. Like Ren, you saw some people come in, some leave, and everything. You guys leave. You head up the stairs. There is a kind of like button that. Oh my God! Things are being sent by. phone.
We're sidebarring right now.
It's sidebar. It's strategy. It's strategies. It's strategies.
Don't worry about
But there is like seemingly like a button on the inside. If you guys push it, it opens up the oven trap door. The oven trap door. You're not climbing out of an oven, climbing out of the oven trap door and back out into the bar where it's still lively again. Some new people, some of the same people that were there. Allie just kind of gives a nod to you, then sees Seven and just gives like a knowing smile. And but
Is Lenny still like asleep, slumped in the?
oh, they are both passed out. They just kind of left them there at that point. But there are two like meads full of water waiting for them.
Smart. Smart.
Yeah, I can't have anybody dying on the premises.
I probably give like a quick little like nod and salute to Allie as I walk out and just just kind of just look at her.
Now I want the performance check.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, I would say that you can salute and awkwardly send off to Allie on your own without a performance
Still
check.
confirming that he's just as awkward as he was before.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, if anything, now with a cocky attitude.
Now,
Yeah,
now a cocky,
100%,
a
yeah.
cocky awkwardness.
So
Someone's gonna get
anything-
back, and you're
choice
just
of
all gonna
words?
hate him
Sounds
now.
more like me at that.
Are you guys gonna head back to the inn?
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
ready to head
So
back.
you guys make your way back. I'm gonna say that the kind of fuzzy buzzed that you had, Seven is probably worn off in this hour. Get back to the rooms. You trying to be quiet?
I'm not.
Okay. Man, I need to know how bad you're being loud though. Can you roll me a stealth though with that disadvantage?
Oh yeah. With disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is a.
Because there's one thing I'm like, no, I'm not trying to be quiet, but then there's like, oh God, I thought I was being quiet, and it's ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk.
Yeah. 16 or an 8.
It sounds loud outside your guys' rooms. If you're meditating, O'Darren, it's like you can tell Seven some. Stumbling in from the bars late. Ren, I mean, you're sober. You really didn't partake much in the drink, so I'm gonna say you're fine. You guys go to your rooms, and you guys are. Well, are you gonna sleep in or not? You two, Seven and Ren. I'm gonna say that everyone else kind of wakes up their regular time, which we're looking around 7:30.
Yeah.
You know, the morning food is being cooked. Are you guys staying in, sleeping in, or because again, you're getting in around 3 now?
I'm gonna sleep in as long as I'm able to.
Yeah.
About 8:30, Seven and Ren have not come down. Banner has done his calisthenics, went and showered, and gotten dressed and came back. And
So when are we supposed to leave?
I don't know.
Really, guys? You're not gonna ask Seven about his night?
Oh, I
Wait, did they come down yet?
I'm saying it's 8 o'clock, 8:30, and you guys still have not come down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go up to the
Should probably
bartender.
go check on them, make sure they're okay.
I should. I don't know that I want to. You guys have fun.
I'll go wake up 7.
Knocks on your door. You hear doom, 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 doom as he,
Yeah.
he wakes up from sleep mode.
Hello.
7, you're kind of sleeping in a little bit.
We were out a little late.
How late were you out?
I think maybe about 3-ish.
Wow.
Mhm.
What did you get up to in that time? Actually, hold on. Let's go check on Ren first. I just want to make sure you're up.
Yeah, because I was saying we knew that they were going to that, right?
I think so.
They said they were going to go, and you guys,
Yeah.
they were just going to go reconnaissance,
Yes.
and find out a bit.
It's a long
And I just realized how we know.
long reconnaissance.
I just realized how we know that Seven's an android because he's compatible with most other things.
Oh my god.
If he were Apple, he would
There we
not.
go.
I'm just kidding.
Well, I was an
Say it.
apple at Eve's leaves. Like, I am the apple to Eve.
Oh no.
Boom.
Anyway,
Going right to that. I love
I'm the source of the sin, baby.
it. The counselor says.
this
But,
episode sure is.
Yeah, so Seven's woken up. Anyone going for Ren?
I'll go wake up Ren too, I guess.
All right, you get a knock at your door and waking you.
Ren, you alive in there?
No answer.
I open the door.
A boot just hits the door.
Okay, Ren's alive, guys.
like you're like Ren.
Don't just go barging into a girl's room. Jeez.
You didn't even drink that much.
Still, that's late.
Stayed up
night
late.
sleep.
Yeah.
Like to sleep.
Yeah, I was saying, do you meditate or no?
I
Didn't know.
sleep.
Okay, that's what I was saying. I was like, I didn't know if you
She
meditated.
passes
or not.
out. But after about because Alden walks away, maybe like 10 minutes later or 5 minutes later, because the process is now started. You have been woken one way or another, and your body is naturally saying you are not going back
Oh,
to
that's
sleep.
the worst.
Yep.
It was the worst.
It's like when
Like,
somebody
wakes
asks
you up?
you a question and you answer it groggily, you're like, all right, I'll go back. I got like 30 more minutes, and no, it's not happening.
Just laying there.
Did we
Yep.
get enough for a long rest, though?
Oh no, you two got a short rest, and that's pushing it.
Cool.
Got a short rest. Everyone else got long rest. A long rest.
Take a
long rest.
rest.
Um,
Confirm long rest taken.
But yeah, you guys kind of get down and yeah, proceed, play the game.
Eldon
So-
sits up and is like, so. Oh, Darren, you have something to say?
Does anybody
Yeah,
have
when does the
anything
boat
they'd
leave?
like to start off?
Yeah.
When does the boat leave? We should probably find that out first because we don't want to miss it. And stuff of that nature.
Man, doesn't it suck when he
I'm
makes a
gonna let
fair
this-
point?
Can we just let this awkward silence hang for a second? Because I know he'll crack first before any of us.
7, there's an awkward pause. Ren, you can get 2 shits right now. Well, I shouldn't say that, but you do notice this, a palpable pause.
Clearly, we are angry, and clearly, O'Darren is sweating bullets, sweating leaves almost.
At this round table, somehow these two and O'Darren have found different sides.
Oh, I'd sit across from
Yeah,
O'Darren.
yeah, yeah.
O'Dare will literally just pluck a leaf because he's switched back to autumn now.
Okay.
Like right then and there or overnight?
No, overnight.
Oh,
okay.
While he
It was
in his
winter
trance.
before.
Yeah.
It
I
was-
know we were mad at you before we left.
You'd think that.
No
wouldn't
one
you?
needs to be mad. No one needs to be mad. I'm being honest. No one needs to be mad.
Mm-hmm.
So
I-
I think you need to realize that just because you're honest about something doesn't mean that people can't be hurt.
Oh,
feel
hey,
certain
hey, wait a minute.
ways.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy that someone would raise up such a valid point, isn't it? Crazy.
Listen,
Banner
all-
goes,
okay.
that is the same thing you said last night.
Yeah. All emotions are valid and we are allowed to feel however we want to feel, but our behaviors are our own choices. Did
Yep.
I get and you sort of see Seven look at me like, did I get that right? And like Will in his head.
so last night I sent a message using sending to Arcanus, and so I'm
wish I could
literally
see
just
Jack
gonna
right
go
now.
through this spiel. I'm gonna save the book until the end, but I am gonna say it.
Okay.
All the while, I'm just kind of twisting a leaf in my fingers.
Okay.
Laptop fart.
So what's done is done. I really wish that you would have asked Felix first, because that itself, not necessarily a bad idea, but having no supervision over what you had talked about with Harkonis is a very dumb idea.
But I didn't
Because
give any.
5 brains, 6 brains, 7 brains
Be clean.
weekly,
Yeah.
7 brains.
Yeah, no,
Better,
If you count Will.
better than 1
Oh, don't start counting other
True,
people.
but I
that has
didn't
been
give-
rotted by an apocalyptic book full of shit.
There's no rot, and don't insult my book. That's just me.
You had said that there's more about the book. I'll get to that later. What did you and Harkonis talk about?
I didn't give any information. I just asked.
To Harkonis. Sorry, let's
To
make this clear.
Harkonis.
To Harkonis, you
Yes,
didn't give
I didn't-
information about our lore or current whereabouts and
Our
what we're
lore.
doing.
But
Our
I
lore.
mentioned Lendris. I admitted it. And anyway, but I didn't give any information to Hirkanis. I just asked why.
Are you working with Arcanus?
No.
It's crazy that we would have to actually ask this question this day and age, but yeah, that's a
No.
very valid point.
We trusted Arcanus and he betrayed us. Can we trust you?
I met Hirkanis the first time you met Hirkanis.
We actually don't know that.
Yeah, we
I
don't,
don't
know.
know that.
We don't know that.
But I'm honest. I'm being honest.
Now,
You've hid other stuff from us. How do we know that you're not hiding?
I'm not hiding things. I'm being
You
honest.
just got your guys' name, and now you guys are killing each other.
Mhm.
Okay.
that was before.
Again, what's
Listen.
done is done.
If I was trying to hide something, I wouldn't have told you.
You're right. You would
If
have
you were
like a
trying to
magic
be
pocket
truthful
and
with
keep
us-
this hidden,
Just-
and then tell us later after the fact you did.
But you
oh,
guys
wait
know
a minute.
about the magic pocket.
If you were trying to be truthful with us, you wouldn't hide the book in the magic pocket.
Would you like to see the book?
I would.
Not right.
Okay.
Stop.
No,
No, you need
no,
to-
no.
no, Stop. Stop.
All we know is somebody is somebody is tracking it.
Okay. What? Stop. We are not there yet.
There's the thing.
Yeah, he said
And
he.
Seven,
O'Darren
you've
just
seen
said
the
that he.
book
Before
before?
I
I've seen it
Shoots
before. You wouldn't let
somebody.
me read it.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Stop,
you know
stop.
what?
Read.
everybody,
You know what?
please,
That's where I was at.
please.
Then he tries to bamf out of my room.
What did Harkonis say?
He just said that. I mean, nothing important. He just said that he was trying to save everyone.
Everything is important.
He just said that he was trying to save everyone, and that he wasn't asking for trust or forgiveness. And he said that he was not involved in the Grand Rose's death. But it seemed kind of monologue-y to me. I don't know. Very
Yeah,
like,
you used the word last night, villain monologue,
yeah,
to explain it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I need
Yeah.
to. I need to digest his words for a bit
Mhm.
because I
But
think
also
there is.
really sad.
there is something there. But I really, really wish that before you do things like that, you just talk to somebody. Because we appreciate you being honest now. That is a huge step. But being honest doesn't change the actions that you've already done.
Will is just nodding along.
Oh, I'm loving it. Like Will in my head being like, and Ren doesn't want to do therapy. Like,
Listen,
So all we
I'm
know is
trying.
somebody is tracking it, and we don't know where, when. We don't know any of the other things.
Don't know who.
And we
so
it's a
okay, that's the
face.
next piece.
that's
Why?
a face. That's a face.
I may know a little more now, which I will share with you because I'm being honest.
Oh, Jesus.
How many
Everyone's
hours?
gonna
How
die.
many hours from the last time
I
to now?
just asked one
I'm
question.
asking a simple question to you.
I just asked one question,
How'd you ask it?
the same way I asked it before.
Which is,
I wrote it in the book.
after we told you to not use the book,
You didn't
we-
tell me to not use the book.
we said to ask us the same, almost verbatim. What Ren said is, we just like to be in the loop.
If I remember correctly, Eldon was the one that asked the question. I just asked it to the book.
It seems very much like you are following Harkonnis's lead of asking essentially for forgiveness and not permission.
It's almost like I said.
It's almost like you guys are.
This
Very
seems
similar.
very accusatory.
It is.
Okay.
I'm not trying to bail them.
So. What did the book say?
The author of the book is the one looking for it.
Okay.
And the author is.
You have to ask that question.
I've said his name before. I have to go back and look at his name, but
As we wait for a second.
yes, but move on.
We're getting the buffering thing.
Yeah.
It's rubber banding. It's bad connection. It's
It's like the part where
Rubber banding. Oh,
you get like the little like test screen on the TV, and it's just like we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just say that I say his name
Okay.
again.
So-
Because I
Sure. Wherever
it'll
that
take
is.
me a little while to find it.
Where are they?
That I don't know.
I hope. Okay. I'm at a point where I realize how much this book means to you because you were quite literally tearing yourself apart over it.
Mhm.
I am only asking at this point is that before you keep writing in this, please workshop these things.
I mean, that seems fair. I guess I'll say something before I write anything else.
Because your
Well,
actions,
you can't.
with what we've been told about this, your actions are going to have an effect on us as well.
For example, going to try and say this as calmly as possible. You didn't know you could raise things back from the dead, correct? Just yes or no, please.
Correct.
So it could be a fair assumption that using this book could have led to doing that, correct? Not knowing what we know and not knowing anything else, correct?
Well, probably not.
So you just randomly, it just happens to you. You just randomly bring people back from the dead that you can ask to point at a map and ask questions, play 20
I
questions
mean,
with.
it's very similar to other magic that I use. It's just
You didn't control it. That's what I'm just saying.
that one was new. I'll give you that.
So if you don't know what could happen, I think even
Okay, fine.
to benefit you, if you want to keep researching this book, wouldn't it make sense to try and keep yourself safe so you can do that? So even if we can try and persuade you any other way, it would make more sense for you on an academic side of things to do it in a safe environment, not in your room alone to where you could hurt yourself. Because if something happens to you and when nobody's there, like what if you just disappear? Or if you get gushered yourself out of the book or something? I don't know.
Or something happens
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
well, it's
no.
like he could get hurt. He could hurt himself or do something. I don't know.
He has already hurt himself.
Fair.
What? What are you talking about?
Wondering when that was gonna come out.
The hotel.
What?
I just withered a little. It's fine,
Again, going forward.
Have someone in there with you.
but I shared all the information.
No,
that I
not even
got.
just having someone in there with you.
Check.
Talk us through it.
Mhm.
And it seems like there's some valuable information.
We realize that. We realize that. But there's a lot of other variables besides just information being spewed out of the book that you're just telling us now.
Has
7,
any,
real quick. With everything going on, can I have a wisdom saving throw?
has any of the information you've even gotten from this book been verified as true?
Thing.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you're taking all this information as law when it could just be an enchanted book that's just meant to tell you sweet nothings.
No.
Real quick, 7, as you're hearing all this, your quote unquote blood starts to boil. Start getting madder and madder and madder. Just gonna leave it there for a moment.
But it's not. I think I've come to the realization that the book only knows what the book knows. If that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Every
So
time we talk
it's
about this, it
just
just
the-
makes me mad.
Just the information that has either been written or included in the book or talked to with the book. So the book may not know specifically what's happened to an individual or. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's forget what the book knows. What do you know about the book?
I mean, what I've told you.
Okay.
You told me what's in the book. Tell me about the book.
No, I told you that.
Tell me what.
I told you about the room where the book was, right?
No. If you had, I don't recall.
There were designs for other individuals like you. I told you this.
So let me see the book. Are we okay
Can
with
I
this?
Take out the book.
I think we need to put a pin on the book. Because apparently there's somebody tracking us, and I don't know how that's being worked.
You said it's the author of the book.
Go ahead.
What do you know about the author of the book? You said you don't know where he is. Surely there's other information you've gathered about the author.
That
So-
question may have seemed calm, but his eyes have gone red.
Yeah.
You're holding the axe.
Oh, cool.
He's lies. All he keeps telling us is lies. Over and over, all he cares about is his book and his lies. Lies, lies, lies just keeps echoing in your head and getting louder.
So, I mean, as far as the author, we've talked about the way that he was kind of losing it there at the end.
How so? I will say, noticeably, my voice is getting deeper.
Does anybody else notice?
Oh, this is the most. Yeah,
I'm
this
probably
is
like, other than the fact that you wouldn't really be able to tell, I'm like white knuckling the table with one hand,
Probably,
axe
yeah.
in the other hand. Like,
Yeah.
So, as I'm kind of explaining, but at the same time looking at 7, you'll see that O'Darren is twisting this leaf a little more. It's really starting to get concerned.
Oh, the leaf is starting to break.
Yeah.
I, I am probably, while he's doing this, like getting pissed off enough about that, where I'm probably even going to like try
Fidgeting?
to snatch the leaf away or like smack it out of its hand.
The second that you reach out, I'll vanish.
Oh, we're gonna Dex responses real quick. So I
So
need Dex.
that's a reaction.
I know, but if he is a nat 20,
He gonna get that leaf.
There's a possibility of him getting it.
He gonna get that leaf.
14.
He reaches out, tries to grab it. You do your reaction. You poof. Where are you going?
It's just 10 feet away.
Okay.
So it's like right there.
It's like the genie, like poof.
It's like,
What do
so
you-
like it's just like to the other side of the table.
It's the reaction from the book.
Okay.
So
Now, hey, let's just put it on simmer. Come on. It's been a rough
Think about Beakley.
It's been a rough day.
Beakley's shying away from him.
I bet.
Mhm.
Especially that last time was when he got mad. He got
Well, they had that kind of
Enraged.
coming back to moment, but
yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's still if he's seeing that again.
yeah.
I probably would look. Well, to give me something for David to do, I probably would say like look the banner and be like, hold Beakley,
Hold my kid.
Yeah.
Oh my kid.
hold my kid back.
We've had a long 24 hours. You didn't get a lot of sleep. We just need to chill out, especially if
fine.
we're doing it. Yeah, okay. Come on, man. Just reel it in.
Hey,
Give me a wisdom saving throw with that advantage.
17. Not 17.
That's So with the 17, like, just something about Felix, you're the one you've been traveling with the longest, being that guide to this world that you didn't know about previously, it brings you back to it, so to speak. You realize just how white knuckled you are on the table, not only on the table but on the handle of the axe, which the head is downward.
Okay.
But so you're more or less holding it, so it's head down. But you just loosen your grip for a moment, put the axe away.
I'd probably say like the red in my eye turned more into like almost like a dull red, maybe like a pink
Mm-hmm.
thing where like it's there, just not as bright.
Yeah.
We're all riled up. We just need to cut it out. Just from now on, just like Ren said, just be honest. Right, looking over there now from you, Bamfing.
And let me just say, at one point you said that you will tell us if you need the book. You will ask us if you need to use the book. It's not going to be a command. It's going to be a question.
Oh, Darren's not going to say anything.
I need a yes or no.
I don't think he trusts Seven anymore.
I'm not asking for trust or forgiveness. I'm asking for you to say yes or no.
I think the reason why Seven's asking is because at this point we've all been burned by people that we've cared about or thought that we could trust, and we just don't want something like that to happen again, because happens to us once, shame on them. Happens to us twice, shame on us. So please just be considerate of others.
The leaf will pretty much disintegrate.
I want to say that in your hands, it went from the early stage. It went from the early stages of that yellow, greenish yellow, to wither, to the red, the brown, until it just crumpled. You're now in a deeper autumn color. Still autumn, but it's like a late November.
I like those colors.
Late November, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like those solid colors.
I think we have a boat to catch.
Before we get on the boat, Seven, I need to apprise you of the Redgarden situation. So, working late, we figured out that, of course, there's an operation.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
But the operation does concern something that we are all too familiar with.
Mhm.
Beyond that evil party the thing that affects you and I personally.
Oh,
And Seven and I have a job.
job.
Obviously, we are not going to. No, we're going to fill the job to its end in one extent of the idea, but
Okay.
it's frankly our only lead to figuring out who is holding the power of the eyes in the dark in Redgarden. So
Okay.
we are supposed to find a prisoner named the Serpent.
The serpent, like first name, the last name.
It's
Serpent?
It's a code name.
Code name.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I was like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but
I under the code name I will be going at 9.
oh, nice. Yeah, that's smart.
Ren will be going
Yeah.
as Ren.
Who would have thought? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Solid.
Okay.
I frankly didn't have a choice in my code name.
I was just about to assume that Seven.
I forgot.
Hey, nobody's perfect, man.
But we are meant to have a good word in with at least Seven and I with 2 guards who are more familiar with how that network works. A blue dragonborn by the name of Gapek
Okay.
and a gnome named Ulmer who was at the establishment, but I frankly didn't want to meet them there for the first time.
Makes sense. Okay. So why did you need to see the serpent then?
Because the job is to deliver the item to the serpents.
Okay. So you're going to give them whatever? You're going to give it to him? Is that what you're saying? Or we're just trying to find out who the serpent is and then that's it? Or
We're going to figure out who the serpent is, and depending on what happens, he'll be sleeping one way or another.
ah,
With the fishes.
wink. Unless he's a fish person, could be. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Water genasi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wes is just rewriting the.
like, oh, dang it. It's a good idea.
Oh, what a hook! What a hook!
I'm
Okay.
sure he does like hooks.
So you guys are also doing that while we're there.
I think that's basically our lead at Redgarden to figure out why the eyes in the dark and how they're functioning.
Gives us a better job than just stumbling around.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, for sure, for sure. So we're using that. I'm just making sure we're using that as a way in with this person that gave you the item, so that we can find more. Out.
No, I don't care about our relationship with who runs Eve's Leaf and their network.
Okay.
It seemed like, at least to me, they were the third party, like our friends back in Volkstadt, who was the
Like a distributor.
yes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right.
Well, I mean, I can understand, especially when it comes to shady ones. Like, we might be able to find it, but yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay. So no matter what, we can all try and figure that information out and then go from
Mhm.
there.
I also heard some other interesting rumors while I was waiting for Seven to wrap up.
That's a lot. Yeah.
There is a professor that's raising dead, and I think he's masquerading or acting as if he's the High King himself. I think was the rumor. Pretty weird.
Mm.
That's a weird one.
The second one, it was a bit hard to catch between the sounds of ecstasy and other
Oh.
people
In ecstasy.
doing drugs. An orc, a princess, and some kind of fey visitor, I think, was the rumor.
Is this a joke? Like start of a joke or something?
No,
No, it's
Okay.
some sort of wedding with
a wedding of sorts, and
Yes.
the fey visitor was part of the wedding as like a
entertainer or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there is apparently a secret passage within Redgarden that leads to Esther Gates, which kind of
That would be a big deal.
Mm.
Rose.
I would have started with that.
Yeah.
Well, we're going in chronological order.
yes, I'm just telling you the order of the things I heard.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, so I guess we'll go in there and find out about serpent. What?
Wait, that just why would we need to be the ones who go into Redgarden with this item if there's a secret passage to Esther Gates? The fairy seems a lot more dangerous in terms of getting caught with it. So
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if it's, especially if it's a rumor.
Oh,
that you
sorry.
Found in
And
a-
there's an evil god deep within the mountains.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
everyone knew about that.
Yeah.
I say sarcastically.
Oh.
Sorry, I wanted to make sure I added that on at the end. Yeah, no, everybody knew about the evil god living in the mountain. Yeah, for sure.
His name is Jeff.
Which mountain do you think they were talking
Off
about?
or out of, or above table? Did you actually say what the item is?
I
I just
not
want to make
s-
sure because I know you're kind of dancing around.
I'm dancing around it, but I'm heavily implying it's, the poison.
Okay. That's
Well,
what I
that's
wanted to
just
make
what's in the seal. That was like if it's attempted to be opened,
Oh.
the poison will come out
Mhm.
to
sure.
kill
I
whoever
thought,
opens
you
it.
implied that.
No,
that was
it's a
poison.
sealed thing. You don't know what's inside.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Then
So it's a canon.
That changes.
Yeah.
now.
So I apologize.
But it
yeah.
still has the poison
It had
on
the
it.
thing on
Yes,
it. That
but
that
yeah.
is.
Like I said, it's in like an epoxy seal that is that the poison is encased within.
Mhm.
So should
So-
anyone attempt to,
Like pocket sand, but
yeah,
my idea,
Nice.
I guess, is to somehow have the serpents open it, and then we get the item that's inside. Because I'm assuming the serpent's the only one who knows how to open the seal.
Or
true.
something. Yeah. If maybe he had the special way of diffusing it, and we had a
Which, if that's the case, then we should know. I don't know. Like,
maybe there's an antidote, or
well, yeah, that's our other big key thing right there. But yeah, I think that's just something that we need to figure out. I don't know about hunting on a rumor though, especially if we miss that ferry and that rumor was just a rumor. Then we're SOL.
No, yeah, no,
sure.
no.
It'd be more like it would make sense that we just take the ferry and then while we're on the island, find out about the secret.
I was more questioning the why of why would they be hiring outside help to go smuggle things across a ferry if this secret thing exists?
That's true.
Well, that makes sense. It's also, I mean, there's more than one faction. They could be another faction that maybe has a monopoly on it, and this other group, maybe it's lesser known. I don't know. There's a multitude of reasons that it could be, and that's the problem with it. We just don't know. Like, that's if it is real, you would think that smugglers would love to use it, but it also could just be like a service tunnel for, elite people to travel. Like, we just don't know the nature of it or if it's real. We don't have enough information. That's too many open things. So add that to the chock-a-block list that we got. We still need. I'm gonna go ask the bartender if he knows about the time that we got to go to the ferry.
The only other thing is that I forfeited part of my payments.
Payment. What are you talking about?
We're getting paid because it's
I'm getting paid. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, for the job.
It's,
I would hope
because
so.
it's a job, but
Mhm.
I forfeited my part of the payments as part of the advance. They're supposed to be smuggling the Eyes in the Dark missive to me on Redgarden, and I'm just using it as bait for myself, basically, to get an Eyes in the Dark contact.
Oh, I got you. To make it look like you're a part of them.
Yes.
Okay. That's good to know because I don't think I'd want to wind up finding out you got snuck on with it or something, or somebody snuck you a thing.
Now the only question is, best way to smuggle this small vial into the building.
Yeah, that you
I'm-
can't use magic.
I'm thinking we find a compartment on 7.
I was thinking actually the same thing. Yeah, I when we were at that banquet where a lot of stuff happened, that Dragonborn did sort of find could kind of move things around on me. No, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, I was like, which banquet are you talking about?
Yeah.
the Slaughterfest,
Yeah, the slaughter.
the
Fest.
Green Wedding.
Along-
I'm just
Uh,
kidding.
Yeah.
Which slaughter?
I sort of discovered that some of my growth, I guess, can kind of move around, and I was sort of thinking the same thing, that I don't know if very many people want to, frankly, investigate inside of me, or if I'll allow them.
I'll
Yeah.
pull out the notebook that I always write stuff in, and I'll flip to the page where I was actually standing by you when that happened,
Mhm.
and I'll just put the little schematic on the table of what I kind of noticed,
Because I think
and then I'll step back again.
us more organic people have, our cavities are pretty obvious. We try to hide things.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Smuggled in through,
I've had experience now with that.
7 had a good time.
What's fun?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I wasn't gonna tell you.
I appreciate it, bud. I'm glad we're at that point where we know. I think it also goes without saying. I would hope that you guys have prepared for not having magical options.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand for you. Like,
I'm not for sure how much that does affect me if I'm
Doesn't
able
affect me
to.
at
I don't know either, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because obviously there's some sort of magic within me, but I don't
magic
know.
within all of us.
Yeah, that's
He
deep.
lives in you.
But I don't know if my abilities to grow or anything or my own functioning, quite frankly, will work once we're
What if
over
Seven
there.
just powers down as soon as we get to the island?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to be prepared for that kind of situation,
Mhm.
and we just need to make sure that we're ready for all of that. So,
Stop looking at me like that, Wes. That was terrifying.
This is the way you looked at them last night.
gross.
Gross.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
I'm gonna go over and see if there's like a bulletin board or something that says like when the ferry's leaving before I ask the bartender.
You take a look, and there's a special that on this flyer has a special lunch box essentially that you can buy before you make the noon ferry.
Okay,
The noon ferry. Okay.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's at noon. So
Mhm.
We need to. We had our contact when we first teleported to. Raven Watch. Is this what?
Blackwatch Haven.
Blackwatch
Haven.
Blackwatch Haven.
Ravenclaw.
I mean, yeah, no, I assumed that we would meet up with him, but I mean, he also knew that we were taking the ferry, so I don't know. I'd say we go talk.
We
to
might
him.
have like a special ferry. Like I'm not sure like how he.
special ferry. Yeah, that'd be cool.
If only I had my airship.
Hey, you know what? Just think about that as the finish line there, bud. That'd be cool to have an airship, though.
Mm.
That'd definitely rock.
That'd be legit.
It would be.
That'd be so cool if someone were to give you one.
I know.
Man.
All right, well, let's
Sniff.
finish up. Let's get packed up, and then we'll head over. We'll go talk to that guy first before we head over down to the dock, just so we have everything in order, because we gotta go do that. So.
Dun, 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 dun. It's the bug trainer.
Oh no.
Or bug
Go
catcher.
Caterpie!
Bug catcher. And
I
then
lost. Go
Metapod.
Beetle!
no, this is Caterpies and Metapods, my guy.
Oh man.
Harden, string shot.
Tackle. Like, whoa.
Yeah, the one
You know
that
poison
tackle,
sting?
yeah.
But so give me anyone with passes above 15?
Of what?
At 15.
A perception?
I'm
Yeah,
at 15?
Yeah.
15.
I'm at 15.
Okay. Well, and it's
18.
yeah. So I'm gonna say that actually probably all of you would be able to.
I assume I'm trying to find
You're a rogue. Yours is probably astronomical.
Yeah.
Let's see, if we're talking about passive
I have passive
investigation,
perception of
mine's
35.
18.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you guys
Oh, my passive perception is actually only 13.
Wow.
Weird.
crack a what?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
It's wisdom based.
Cracker Barrel.
Oh, that's right. So I'm gonna say for
Dexterity.
maybe Eldon's just enthralled with the systematic
architecture
level.
of the, of the city.
That's cool.
Yeah, I see what they did there.
Pretty
That's
cool.
nice.
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
nice. I'm gonna say in general, you guys kind of look because you're able to see down into the bay, and you're able to see like ships that are docked and everything. There are some that are flying banners from different, not our banner, not a man, but by flying flags from other nations. Some flags familiar, some flags not. But there is one specifically a heavily armored ship. It's not very big, but you do see from where you guys are able to make out some people loading things onto it. But on its main sail, it does in a very. I'm not even gonna say you guys have to waste your time going and asking. It's very clear, like a almost like mountain peak with a red castle peak on top of it. You see a plethora of same dressed gentlemen going on to it. You even see I'm gonna say would you guys start descending towards said ship? I should ask.
Yeah.
All right. There is at one point when you get to the same level of it, there is someone that is passing out uniforms, like in garb that is matching, has like a peak of a mountain on it, and then a like castle top on it, representing Redgarden. So if you so choose to dress the part as everyone else is, you can go and grab those.
Do they have my size?
Yeah, I'll do too, actually.
So they have plenty of garb that would fit everyone. They do have for you. I mean, you're not like super stocky, Seven. You're tall, yes, but your muscles more or less grow more so when you become enraged. So they do have clothing that is loose around your limbs, but it is long enough and tall enough for you.
Okay.
They have stuff for halflings.
Now I'm scared.
Oh yeah,
about-
easily. There's different. You see all sorts of. You see elves, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, dragonborn, even a tiefling or two, a tabaxi, a couple tabaxis. I mean, you see a plethora of different races, and some of them, as they are grabbing their garb to match everyone else, in an effort to unify the guards, they all dress the same, but initially some of them are wearing armaments or uniforms from various regions that they are given. Essentially, they are coat checked. They are placed into individual lock boxes, and they are given that key. So you're able to do that if you wish. You are able to keep your weapons. You're able to keep your backpacks if you so choose. And you are well within your rights. You do not have to dress like them. It makes it harder. The gist that it makes it harder for prisoners to try and levy someone's connections to where they're from if you don't know where they're from.
Right.
Unless you're like, oh, your dialect is northern, yada, 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 or something like that. But it's entirely up to you what you want to do.
I'll put on the uniform.
Yeah.
I'll throw it on, probably take my fancy clothes and lock it up, but like weapon.
And you're given a key?
Weapons
Signifying
I'm
things
taking.
on it. I'll either like a shoulder thing and like
Sure.
a cloak.
Sure.
Something to at least signify from just looking at me like, okay, yeah, he's part of the guards.
Okay.
But not like full, not full. I'll take it, but I'm not gonna do a full
Darren?
costume change.
I will change, but I'll keep the coat on.
Okay. And you'll see like some of like most of the guys that came on the ferry before have already come off, and like you see they've given what they were wearing back, and they're getting their lockbox stuff out, or have already gotten it and everything, and they're heading out into town like talking about like, man, I can't wait to get to Eve's Leaf, and oh man, I got a girl back home I need to get back to. Yeah, well, maybe sometime we'll hook back up and everything, or I'll meet you in Batia or something. Like just some people are definitely just sticking in town for our next shift. Some people are like, I'm done, I'm out, I'm heading home. So and I will definitely state that there is 2 people that are given same looking clothing, and there is a man wearing an emblem of Raytaran. There is one with wearing Zextius, and there's one wearing man, why am I spacing right now? A Brexana. And they write out these parchments, hand it to them, they seal them. You're more or less gleaning like this is they are now out. They have done their time. They are given basic clothing, basically paperwork. They are out in the world now. So for all you know, some of those patrons in the bar last night might have been someone that came in on the boat that day or the day before. So for all you know.
Carl and Lenny on the boat.
Oh yeah, well, Carl and Lenny have gotten there, but they are heavily hungover. Be like, Carl, I swear you're just pounding in my head. I swear if you keep going, like, come on, Lenny, we're gonna be late. We're gonna miss it. Oh, thank God, they're there. Okay, Whoo, buddy. What, Carl? I swear to God. I swear. And he's just rubbing his temples. But, like, yeah, seems like they've done this before. They check their stuff, they grab it, and they change into the garb, and they get on. Some of them have standard long swords. Some of them have more specialized weapons. You see glaives. You see short swords. Some of them morning stars, flails. It's whatever more or less you're proficient in. That's why they don't bat an eye. So I mean, for you, O'Darren, and even you get an eye, a side eye, just because like this guy's not taking anything with him. Do you grab any of the weapons they have?
None of the weapons they have. I have my firearm.
You know, say I already made sure I'm not going to be using obviously the magic portion of it, and my wrench is basically my mace, so my warhammer. So,
Hey Felix, maybe you should keep this at least on your waist, and I just give them a dagger. That's
I have a dagger.
okay.
I have a yeah.
Make sure you look armed,
Yeah.
I have a gun. I have
Okay.
a rifle like on my back.
but you want to make sure you look like if they at least can get close to you.
That's fine.
Just
If I need to do a display of force, I'll do a display of force.
All right.
Confidence, baby.
Baby! Anything else? And then, if nothing, get on the boat?
Yep.
All right. Shortly after you guys get on, there's a little bit of time. Some people have a box lunch, more or less, not necessarily from where you're from, but it seems like a lot of other establishments have their own equivalent too.
Lunch specials.
The lunch specials. Yeah, some of them, you know, they're the basic, like this is a sandwich with maybe something else with it. Some of them are a little bit more elegant, just depending on what you paid for, where you went. And from there, you guys take off. The seas are rough. You get the sense that if it weren't for the seas themselves, though, the ship would travel more slowly anyway, just because it is the sign that it itself could be defended if need be. But yeah, itself, the supplies on it seem to be more provisions. The only weapons that are on this ship are the ones that the guards carry on there. There's no access. There is food. There is mats and pillows. That is it. As you are heading out there, this is a long trip. Although it doesn't seem necessarily too far away, like if you were on a horse, probably get there in 15, 20 minutes. You're about an hour and 15 into it, and you're over halfway. The seas have made it hard. Don't get me wrong. But as you also near it, you start seeing smaller, jagged rocks that you're having to navigate around. You start to see how sheer these cliffs are as they're going up, and they are just as jagged as you start to see the more leveled out top portion of it. Very stereotypical castle-esque, where it has its cutouts and everything. You are able to see 2 points just from where you are, but it does look flat-faced on the two sides that you are able to see. You do get to a point where you turn into this alcove, and it goes, I'm going to say partially into the mountain, just enough to give it cover from any wind or inclement weather or even the waves itself. It kind of creates its own little micro space where your guards unload these provisions onto an elevator that is hand cranked. And from there, you guys are lifted up, and itself being hand cranked takes about another 25, 30 minutes to go up this. You have to imagine that going on foot, if you were to climb yourselves, would take infinitely longer. As you get to the top, there is no sort of guard railing on there. If you go off the edge, you are off the edge.
OSHA would lose their mind.
yeah.
And it's almost like no one cares when they constructed this. It's very much the Death Star operator,
Yes,
like
yeah.
one bad step backwards, and
Just ask for a second.
you
Guardrail, just one. Just
yeah,
one
you,
guardrail.
you get a thank you for your service letter from the government. Yeah. But
Side quest. Let's unionize the guards.
oh my gosh, please, would they even be possible? No.
Anything's possible
No.
in this world of magic and make believe.
Buildings and Bureaucracy is a different TTRPG, which I'm fully committed to creating. You get to the top, and there is kind of like a, I don't want to say a line, but there's a gathering of the guards that are coming off. As they are coming off, you do see a gentleman that's on the elevator as you guys are taking the provisions off. He's name checking everybody that's getting on the elevator to leave. There is a moment where a guy gives his name, and the gentleman looking over this list doesn't seem to find it. He is immediately held and pulled away from the elevator until like, oh no, I got him here. He's good. They seem to take this very seriously. There are no trebuchets. There's no catapults, anything like that. They want no reason for the inmates to have any method of defense outward from the world. Because just as much as it may be able to help the guards, it could as easily just help the prisoners as well. Getting off of the elevator with you is a guy who a halfling, or sorry, gnome, that seems to walk with some swagger. That he's got a gaggle of his own little guards behind him. He starts just shouting shit. It's like, yeah, go over there. You know where you're supposed to belong. I want you two on the far side and everything. Don't worry about the warden. No, you want to talk back? And like he starts giving issues until like he literally just jumps up and just punches this guard in the face. And and as the guy is on the ground, the gnome steps on his throat. I will tell you this one time and one time only. You cross me, and you might not be able to go home. Is that understood? Yes, Mr. Ulmer, sir. Good. I'm glad we have an understanding. Now get your ass up and out of my face. And the guy almost scrambles to his feet before he scurries away. You guys have now gone on to, it's kind of a last moment, last chance to leave or not. Do you guys stay at Redgarden? Or are you guys getting back on the elevator and going?
Shit, I left the stove on.
Magic stove.
Oh God!
Magic stove.
No.
I'm sorry, but if you left your stove on, it's about an hour and a half later. Your house is gone.
You're gonna have a
Oh,
lot
I
of
left it on in Volkstein. I'm just kidding.
Oh no. City is burning.
There's been a bombing. I'm just kidding.
We're already in the anti-magic field, correct?
Yeah. And I apologize. I meant to mention that as you.
So the way a bag of holding works is that it just kind of suspends the magic. It doesn't destroy it.
Yeah.
So
So
it's good.
more or less from
Actually, look that up
this
first.
point on, it'd just be a pocket, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And I apologize. I meant to mention that as you're traveling up the elevator, that's when you get that feeling like any enchantments you have on you, anything sustaining, you feel almost like, I don't want to say like a deep power, but like a lapse of magic kicks in. Seven stutters for a moment, the briefest moment, before you seem to continue.
backup generator kicked on.
Yeah.
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 Here.
Auxiliary power.
Yeah.
He's got exhaust coming out.
You got to
from the
plug him
back.
into the wall, man.
Running on diesel right
Yeah.
now.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so if nothing else, the previous guards coming off shift get on the elevator and it starts descending down. You do see, because you're kind of on this parapet wall, as you look over, there is prisoners in tattered clothing. Some of them a little bit nicer, some of them more ragged. Like they're easing these massive chains. That's bringing up and down the elevator. So they're now groaning exponentially, because pulling up is one thing, controlling the weight on a descent is another. So welcome to Redgarden, and we're actually going to stop there and pick up next time when we have banner and everything. But yeah, Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the potential inward death that almost happened.
know,
And
that was
until
crazy.
next time, it's 5 to Places.
Bye.
Yet another production of D&D and yet another period of waiting until we continue this story. Thank you for being our audience today, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, it's 5 to Places, and thank you for listening to Adventures Till the Curtain Calls.